So you guys want to say hi to YouTube? Hi YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are practicing some self-care. Bienvenidos al canal. Ladies and gentlemen, also thanks so much for all the subs. Super, I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are practicing some self-care. Guys, we're about to get started into Oshinoko episode number 3. We are doing it during my birthday week, so it's a birthday week stream. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys and started off earlier in chat saying, let me turn off the blurb sounds really quick, making sure that we don't get interrupted as we go through it, which is, guys, everything that I'm doing is basic psychology. It's counseling psychology, they're interventions mixed with basic psychology elements. There is no wizardry here. Nothing I'm doing should be considered, oh, you know, he's like obviously a wizard. I'm not. It's just basic psychology and counseling interventions and 101 other aspects out there. Yes, I am a psychologist. I also do therapy sessions as an individual therapist. With that being said, I also want to go ahead and go into it and say thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys have been giving me. I sincerely appreciate it. You guys genuinely, it's changed a lot of my attitude towards streaming in the world, and everything, just seeing all the positivity and love come in. Please no spoilers in the comments, guys. Please no spoilers in the comments. Also, thanks for all the subs, guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are wild and guys, drop some Doritos for everyone that's showing some love and support right now. Ladies and gentlemen, DL just came in and was like, I'm gonna go ahead. If for whatever reason, something comes through and you guys have questions as to or assessments as to how they're gonna get to their end of path, right? Or what steps may come next based on their behavior. That's what a good therapist should be doing. A good therapist should be showing you Maslow's hierarchy of needs and all of these. You guys are scaring me. What the fuck? They're dropping more subs. Guys, I appreciate y'all. Y'all mean the world to me. You guys are absolutely amazing. Guys, drop some Doritos for everyone, please. A good psychologist should be showing you guys theories and what's going on there, while at the same time not talking in metaphors. And that is my number one thing here. If you guys have any questions as to how I got to a conclusion, always feel free to ask. Always feel free to ask any questions about any of the characters, anything you guys see. And also, hey, check out some Minecrafts that are coming up. I think you guys might like it. With that being said, I'm so fucking excited. I've been thinking about this show the entire week. Evil Ed has been ready for this show. Evil Ed has been ready to go. Full Goblino mode. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are insane. You guys are insane. I have no idea what's going on. Cardboard Sheep, thank you so much for just being here. Oh, you guys are insane. We're at a level 7 hype train. I think you do a good job of processing, of watching the shows, of breaking down your thought process. Thank you. And that's my main goal, is making sure that you guys understand sort of where I'm going through, because before I would just still jump to my end conclusion, because a therapist doesn't usually speak their process out loud, so it means a lot. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for that level 7 hype train. I adore you guys. You guys are legends. With that being said, no, we will analyze the lyrics at the very end. Holy crap. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I don't want to get YouTube to come and like hit us real quick. Are you guys ready? You guys got your cat jams ready? Let's go. Whoa. I started again with the opening, and I just noticed something new. We're just getting started with the opening, and I just noticed something new. Hold on. Hold on. I'm writing this down. Oh man, what the heck? Okay. Hold on. Okay, these lyrics. Hold on. Hold on. Also, the ending has new visuals. Holy shit! I know if the 30-minute analysis wasn't enough. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mute it just for the safety of YouTube, so that way, like, it doesn't overwrite this. Just pay attention to the lyrics and how people, with the fearless smile, you're breaking through through the media, right? So I'm guessing this is gonna be for both Aqua and Ruby, meaning that they're more than likely gonna have a race to stardom or something like that, while learning the masterful aspects that is to go ahead and hold their lie, right? The way that these lyrics are framed, again, a director, a good theater director, a good musical director, a good everything, we don't include anything on something, or you don't share a narrative for no reason, right? So I'm guessing that there's going to be concepts of lies, especially for both Aqua and Ruby coming up, in which they have to go ahead and face the media presence or the social presence that I had faced beforehand. The lyrics could be more for you to dig into sometime. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. At the very end of this episode, please send me the full lyrics, the full song, and everything. Like, I will go into it, right? People want to know your secrets so mysterious, and this is for girl one, right? So what I'm wondering is this already hinting at the fact that there might be a lot more trauma or something in her childhood that has caused her to go ahead and develop into the person that she may be today? Is that sort of, and is that also the aspect of Aqua as well? Is this a double reference to this girl and Aqua, or is this just a reference to this girl? Also, Damon, thanks so much for the gift sub, man. I appreciate you. We already saw the we did, but I'm just noticing some new concepts being thrown in here, which is why I'm writing stuff down here. And then the second lyrics here, even seeming somewhat dumb is your specialty area. So is this a character that's going to be like, and this might be introduced for everyone, but again, if this is a character that's introduced that may be lying or pretending to be dumb or lying about like what they're like, their age, their philosophy, what they're into and whatnot, but yet actually being very knowledgeable as to how to move pieces around, that's sort of what I'm wondering. All the completely, I mean, it might be. You did it for the full, because like I'm wondering this, and I'm like, the lyrics are matching up so perfectly. This is a banger song, by the way, but the lyrics are matching up so perfectly with like the way that like these people are being introduced, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't just do this for no reason, right? Anyway, even seeming somewhat dumb is your specialty area, right? And then look at this. Of course, this girl just, I don't know why. This girl reminds me of an ex. I don't even know why. Look at these eyes. They're beautiful. Like, I might be falling in love, or I might be like just falling into my toxic trends. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I might have to fix her. I don't know, guys. Sorry. You're masterful at lying to the camera. And it's her face. And so I guess that reiterates one of the points. Are not the greatest, actually. Sorry. And going through all the X's through the anime. Let me work out my issues with Oshinoko, right? Oh shit. The fourth girl that we can see the pattern. Yeah, true. Bruce Face, thanks so much for all the subs, man. I appreciate you. Anyway, hold on. I don't mean to do a reanalysis here. I don't mean to literally do a reanalysis here, but when I'm seeing some new stuff pop up, I hope that you guys don't mind that I take the time to like go back and actually study it, because there's something actually present here that is making like as a therapist, we have a therapeutic instinct, right? Our therapeutic gut, which says like there's more to it this present year than like whenever we go on a topic and you're like talking about trauma, right? Whenever something comes up again, like we have a therapeutic gut that we like follow usually, and this is an aspect that's coming through. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute this real quick. Today, what did you eat? What do you like to read? This sounds like Twitter, like chat. If we're gonna be realistically, whenever we go simping for our waifus, for our VTubers, you know, when going to have fun, what is it that the path that you will lead? And yet the response, the callback. Pink Ben Chicken, thanks so much for the sub, man. This is a call and response, and this is what I find beautiful. Today I ate a morning burger, a bourgeois. I ate one of my favorite meals. I ate a good burger. I haven't eaten yet. Can't say. Don't get too upset. For every question asked, you deflect them with no sweat. Is this also a jab at content creators? Like people who mold their personalities? Like in a way, is I think that this is like beautifully written. Like for example, streamers or people out there who quite literally are like, oh, I'd like if you ask them, for example, oh, what are your thoughts on this character? And they won't say good or bad. They're just gonna go ahead and stay in the middle. They will not stand for something. They're just gonna keep deflecting like politicians. Content creators are one of the many types of entertainers, idols, musicians, so on and so forth. I don't know if this counts as the entire song is describing I herself. No, it can be, but it's also very interesting to put it into the layers of some of the characters present here, right? Because, for example, with Ruby trying to be an idol, what does she have to go ahead and do? Right? Yeah, describing the viewer-creator relationship without judgment. But for Ruby, she's going to have to start lying, right? And it's interesting that she blinks with the eye that doesn't have the star in it, right? See, shit like this, like the background stuff that's happening here for me, it's like, okay, okay, like people want to know. Haven't met a boy who'd cause my heart to race. I wonder if this is true in both ways. If this is Ice speaking, hold on. If this is Ice speaking right here. No, no, no. In a man, what do you like? Is there a guy? If this is Ice speaking here, haven't met a boy who'd cause my heart to race. Hi, FPV legend. How you doing? If this is I literally speaking in quotation marks type of thing, then who the fuck is her dad? Of course, she's lying to her fans. It's a mistake. Her dad is a mistake. The dad is a mistake. Oh, I hadn't moved. Because my thing is, or I'm assuming that this is a mistranslation, and it's haven't met a man who'd cause my heart to race. And I also, I think we may be thrown through a loop here, right? On the channel through Ocean of it's I telling us lies, sweet little lies, right? Dude, this is beautiful. She's not lying here though. She doesn't really know love's appearance, shape, or taste until she dies. They can know if this is the truth or just a lie. So I fall into the words and lead the fans and all the time to make them love me, make them mine, captivating the. So is, and on a meta level, is this show a lie? And I don't mean to like go stupid with this, but on like a meta level, is this show a lie? To make them love me, captivating all who look upon the stage. You're the brightest star, the flawless, perfect idol, right? Lies are love. The love. The show is love. All right. My own is for the kids and not the man himself. It's all about the lies that surround us. It is. It is. It is. I hope it's not considered spoiler, but the lyrics are from a page short story that was giving out during the initial screening. Oh, it explains a lot. I think the irony is that the show approaches entertainment truthfully. I think so as well, but I think this is also beautiful the way that they're expanding on it. Of course, there's going to be more, but I just wanted to go ahead and do at least a little bit of an analysis on those first couple of lyrics. Hey, yo. Four what? 45510. Isn't that the novel y'all were trying to link me to? The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? What do they mean? Spoilers. Okay, spoilers. I thought it was a novel y'all were trying to link me to. Though they are a lie, they are the essence of love. Okay. Holy shit. I feel like we're gonna have to do another round through of that later on. I'm just trying to go ahead and letting y'all know in advance. We're probably gonna have to do another actual round through of that at some point, because oof. Yeah.
芸能科高校を受けたら天才子役と再会した。
入るの？うちの芸能科？
いや、一般科受けた。
なんでよ！
うちの妹が芸能科受けて心配だからここ受けただけ。
は
あ？ Kind of interesting. Hold on. This might be an inside joke, or it might just be the way that the phrasing is done.
いや、一般科受けた。
なんでよ！
うちの妹が芸能科受けて心配だからここ受けただけ。
To keep an eye on her, right? One of eyes on her. That's kind of funny. That's kind of good. Like my I'm smiling like a dork because that that is kind of good, but it's also, it alludes back into the whole concept of power and control, right? Which is, what aspects can we go ahead and control or keep controlling? Something that for me is driving me wild, and that it's pointing out to me that her distortion on him. That's one thing that I'm wondering almost immediately. It's been years since they acted together. It's been years since they've had any form of contact. And yet she still remembers him fondly. She still has memories of him, while he did not really care that much for that interaction. Right? So, and this is a big concept in here, right? Which is what I'm wondering. As an actor, as a person, as a psychologist that's done therapy for actors and musicians and a lot of performing artists, whenever people have some sort of trauma in their youth, right? Oftentimes, what you see is sort of a testing period. Say that what do you mean, Ed? You can't possibly mean that. I'm just trying to invite my good friend, to say why he's doing here. I'm just trying to go ahead and find out what is going on. Yeah, but you could have approached him in any other scenario, and you decided to make a big deal about it and go ahead and ask him why he's on the Performing Arts Center. Isn't that interesting? But he's there, and I mean, it's an easy approach, right? It's an easy approach to go ahead and understand why he's there. Yeah, but you could also approach by just saying hi, keeping it nice and short and slow introduction as to the whole art center and being able to go ahead and understand that. But he's someone that I'm trying to reach to. But why are you trying to reach them? It's because they picked something inside of me that has this emblematic energy inside of me. If that is true, then why do you position yourself in a leaning forward major interest position? Do you have maybe some sort of parataxic distortion or feelings maybe underground in this layer? Instead of trying to go ahead and stand back and analyze and let a person go be able to show themselves, you're leaning forward. You should have not analyzed that. But realistically speaking, when you're interacting with someone, when you're talking with someone, we have degrees of body language that we show, right? If we look at Ruby and we look at Aqua, what is your body language compared to this girl's? This is for you, chat. Oh, yeah, that's right. You get to participate in this. Ruby and Aqua are completely relaxed. Ruby and Aqua are more assessing the situation. She is leaning forward. She has more to go ahead and give and interact and stuff. They're kind of disinterested. There is a parataxic distortion. There is more of an interest from her side to him. So why do you do this, right? Why are you so inquisitive in this? Well, I mean, we'd have to prove a point somehow, right? I'd have to go ahead and get him to understand that maybe I've grown. I'm a better individual. I'm a better performer. I'm a better something. So how would you do that? Well, I'd prove it to him somehow. We'll have an improv competition. An improv competition. Solidifying it by yourself. Is that the way that you would work? But maybe I'll perform on stage and have him come with me. Is that a way of proving your worth, or is that a way of just saying, hey, I have feelings for you? I'm in an interesting scenario. This is a one-sided rivalry. You're right, Nick. But I'm in an interesting scenario where my mind is going back and forth. It's like if I had her in a therapy session at the moment, right? And she's telling me this story about, and leaning in as she's telling like all her narrative and her like what happened and whatnot. I'd be like, so it sounds like you're really, really interested in the way that you're sharing your story. Like, is there something about this individual? Is there something about Aqua that drives you to him, and why? And that's where that comes in. I have a feeling that there's already an attachment being placed there, and it might not be the healthiest attachment, and I'm scared for her, boys and girls. I am legitimately scared for her. Say that this all takes place in the high school, and I hate to break it down. I'm going to go ahead and use... Oh, hold on, boys. My whole thing is, this is a concept of analyzing. Say that this whole thing gets placed in high school, right? Because it's easier for Aqua to take revenge. Luster, you're hitting right on it, actually. Let me bring this up, boys. Let me bring this up. Hold on. There's a concept where I'm genuinely scared for her, and this comes from our theory of power and control. And just based off of the immediate interaction that she's having with him. Also, thanks so much for the subs, and I appreciate it. This is what I'm scared of. She starts interacting with Aqua more and more. Aqua's in a state of revenge. Aqua, all of a sudden, sees that, like, hey, you know what? This girl's really interested in me. I can go hot and cold with her. I can go ahead and start using some form. I wouldn't even say isolation, but more like dependency. I'm gonna go ahead and have you to be dependent on me, on a family member, on someone that he knows. I'm gonna go ahead and intimidate you from time to time. I'm gonna go ahead and lie to you and try and be someone that I'm not, just to keep you interested on me. I'm gonna go ahead and minimize, deny, and blame situations. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe even like lead you on, and then be like, hey, YOLO Sage, I'm gonna go ahead and we're going on a date, YOLO Sage, and try and get her emotions up, because I want her to be so attached to me that she feels this need that even if she sees this power and control thing happening, she says, I love you, and I want to I want you to stop, but I love you, and I can't get enough of you, Aqua. You're like a drug to me. Like, my big thing is, by the way, this isn't even male privilege. This is just using privilege in general, treating them like a servant, making big decisions, and so on and so forth. It doesn't have to be, like, whoever made this should have just exited that one out. But so on and so forth. As I'm looking at this, I'm like, what else could an individual do, right? Texting game, right? Checking in on people, being like, oh, are you doing okay, after you've gone cold on them. You could do 101 things, but I'm afraid for her at this moment, because knowing who Aqua is and his, like, what he did in the previous episode, my genuine fear has gone up for her. And the more that I sit here and think about it, the more terrified I am for her safety. Is he really motivated just for revenge? Who knows? Then Aqua isn't getting his revenge. Kaguya already killed him. Whoever made this was yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just privilege. It's not that. Anyway.
うちの妹が芸能科受けて心配だからここ受けただけ。
はあ？うちの兄シスコンなの。
Oh no. Oh no, Siscon.
この人昔から好きじゃないのよね。
でも受かったら後輩になるんだぞ。
そっか。聞こえてんぞ。
Bruh.
仕方ないな。仲良くしましょう、ロリ先輩。ビビるぞマジで。
I'm definitely gonna bully you.
じゃあちょっと
Why is she so cute? Why is she so cute? Are there better subs out there, guys? She called her Loli Senpai. If you guys have a link to the better subs, drop it down, Loli Senpai. Hold on.
聞こえてんぞはあ仕方ないな仲良くしましょうロリ先輩
Loli Senpai.
ビビるぞマジで
But is she best girl? Chat, if you had to pick between I, Ruby, and this girl, or the other two girls that may come, is she best girl? Mods, can you throw up a poll, please? I'm actually kind of curious as to what they say. Girl 3, girl 2, Kana, Ruby, or I. Absolutely, this show has come for I, stay for Kana. Oof. Hold on, the mods are preparing a poll. Bro, same. The same. Look at her just going fucking wild back here. Me after 8 Taco Bell. And the session's going on a little too long, and the client can't see it, and I'm just like holding on for dear life. I'm like, dude, it's already been the hour, man. I gotta dip. Like, I love you, man. I love just the face back here. Okay, 1v1 me, Ruby. All right, you guys already have the poll up there. Who's best girl, ladies and gentlemen? So cute. So cute. And she's following him. And she's following him. He already said goodbye. And she's following him. Is she gonna be a key to change Aqua, or a key for realization for Aqua at this point in time? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering this because we as people, we don't change unless we gather new information or make new connections or new experiences. Thanks so much for the follow, Ryoji Gremory. She's a little puppy, yeah. What I'm thinking about is propinquity. In case you guys don't know, propinquity is a theory that states that the longer the time that we spend with people in real life, or sometimes even imaginary, that's why your delusional 2D waifu means so much to you, right? Or to all of us, I guess. Because the more time that we spend thinking about someone or a person or whatever, the more power that we give them. Propinquity is the P word. Propinquity is the word of the day. Essentially, it means that the closer that we are to someone, or the more that we think about them, the more time that we spend with them, the more our feelings grow to it, or grow to that person or whatever. So genuinely, something that I'm wondering right now is, say that he does go to the director's house and she follows him along and all of that, and she sees that he's no longer really interested in the performing arts, but is doing a lot of background work for the director. Is she going to question that? Or is she going to go ahead, in order to keep her image of Aqua alive, bring him into the performing? This happens a lot, right? Brady, 101 other people, right? That like are natural or are performers, and they stop being performers, and someone goes in there and it's like, nope, you're coming here with us, right? Better substance. Send me the link through staff chat, man. So thanks so much for the follow, Holland's Greed. Appreciate it. Holy sin, greed. So that's the number one thing that I'm questioning, right? Which is, as an individual, and this happens to everyone at any point in time, if you were ever into, say, Warhammer 40k, right, or something, if you stop being into that because you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and play StarCraft or whatever, and your friend that's really into D&D just started getting into Warhammer, and they're like, hey bro, I need you to come over and just play with me a little bit. That sounds really wrong. I want you to come over here and just play with my toys. That sounds even worse. I want you to come over here and teach me how to play with. Any way that I phrase it sounds wrong. I want you to come over here and teach me how to play Warhammer, right? You would probably be like, okay, I'll go over, like, bro, like, I understand you, I know you, I'll, you know, we'll go and get into it. And all of a sudden they develop this obsession back. I'm wondering if she's going to be the catalyst for change for Aqua, and not in the way that we think. Because usually in a story, whenever we see a catalyst for change, it's a catalyst for change for the better. But Aqua has his mind already locked in. Aqua will literally go down, probably fighting, probably to his own death, trying to achieve his goal. I think that this might make him realize, if this is true, if my thoughts are correct, and propinquity comes into play in this thing, where she drags him with her, right, or into like the performing world in some aspect of it, could be like stand-up comedy or some shit, and then he realizes, I can't just sit in the background anymore. I have to take active steps to get to know what's going on. Gio, what's up? How you doing? Appreciate you. How do you play Warhammer? Mordaka. Anyway, let's go into it, guys. Oh. Oh. What a cutie, bro. What a cutie. Ah. Ah. Kawaii. And I sent you the link. Okay, perfect. She wins. She wins. 43% of the vote. She wins. Hello, Trevilius. How you doing? No, the subs really do suck. Okay, yeah. Hold on. I'm switching subs here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. While I'm switching subs, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's a live format. It happens, ladies and gentlemen. It's the sad aspect of things. I'm quickly switching to another one with better subs. So, give it un segundo, por favor. Okay, I found it. Oh, we're here. Thanks so much for the follow, Trevilius. I appreciate it. Multimedia threads clips. I was just listening to the what the fuck. yeah. That's why I was like, okay, there we go. Subs should be fixed. But yeah, guys, as I'm going through this, I'm blown away by the small interactions that they have, and I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not sure if you guys have seen, what criticisms have you seen for our characters so far? And this is a question that I'll have for you guys in the YouTube channel as well, on YouTube comments. What criticisms have you seen appear for Aqua or for Ruby or for certain individuals? We're gonna go back a little bit. No worries. Should we just rewind it to the beginning and go through? I don't mind. All right, we'll rewind it to the beginning for the correct subs. Liana says no, sure. Yeah, because I just got here. The OP again. He says nah. We'll quickly get through it because I've already analyzed a lot of it, unless the lyrics change something or the meanings. We'll analyze the lyrics at the very end. Hold on. Hi YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're analyzing. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's go.
前回のあらすじ。芸能科高校を受けたら天才子役と再会した。
Interesting that she still references a genius child actor and not like a genius actor in general. Hold on, this changes a lot. Hold on. Hold on. This already changes a lot. This already changes a lot. Hold on. Also, I gotta blow my nose. Give me a second. Let me blow my nose, chat. I have lots of. Hi, Raccoon. Thanks so much for dropping on in. I also thought I was impressed back then. Never. Wait, what? I was impressive back then. Never again. Thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate it. No, not yet. No, nosebleed, not yet. So the reason why I'm saying this is because even as a director, I used to direct a lot of theater performances, like here in the United States, in Mexico, in Europe. Like I've done a lot of different theater stuff all around the world, acting and directing, right? And as a director, I've done pretty well for myself in terms of like doing theater stuff, because I focus a lot on the psychology of the characters in there, right? And people were like, "Oh yeah, you're a very prolific director," but they never said you're a very prolific child, director or young director. You're a very prolific director in general, or you're a very prolific actor. You're a great actor, not a child actor. When someone puts labels like this, you break it down, and this is now a question that they didn't think that going back would change so much, but it does. It does. A question that I have is, when it comes to these labels that they've put to her, genius, child, actor, does that mean that she is no longer... Thanks so much for the follow, FPV Legends. Does that mean that she is no longer seen as this genius actor? She is only known as this genius child actor. And if she's still acting, is she even acting in first-rate shows? Or is she doing like telenovelas, like soap operas, like over-the-top Juana? Say, yeah, like over the top acting where it's like, we're gonna go ahead and be goofy as shit. Or is she the only one that's trying to take her acting seriously but failing? Because people still label her or cast type her as this genius child actor. And that's where my brain is processing everything, It's like, why give yourself this title? And if that's the case, then who... Like, first off, how is her self-esteem about acting in general? Two, is this the reason why she's so into Aqua when she sees him? Because she wants to elevate herself by being close to him in some way, shape, or form. Number three, right, when it comes to a scenario like this, can she transition away from acting? She's cute enough. I think she could do modeling or anything else out there. But if she only wants to be an actor, how limiting is that for her if people are no longer trying to cast her as like a lead role or something like that? My brain is now fucked. Oh, dude, you guys are about to give me a nosebleed, and I'm not even gonna lie. Like that, like me clearing out my nose earlier was not clearing out my nose. It was literally like I'm on the verge of a fucking nosebleed, and we just started. Aqua's deep in the entertainment industry, and he hasn't heard from her recently, and that's definitely saying something. Ooh, good eye. Actually, really, really good eye. And why is she interested? Is he is a peer? You're reaching like a bruh. Well, my thing is, I haven't read the manga. I haven't read the light novels. I'm sorry, guys. I have like a full-time job and 2 part-time jobs. And it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have my own private business. I actually teach martial arts, mixed martial arts at a family-owned dojo. You guys know I'm a psychologist, therapist, so on and so forth. So this is all based on psychology. I hope you're doing okay with meds. I am doing okay with meds today, but that's why I'm trying to go ahead and like throw this in here, right? And ask. Are you doing okay? Yeah, it's just my meds sometimes take an effect on me. So if you guys see my energy dip or something, let me know. So whenever I'm looking at this, another question that comes into play is, if she does manage to grow, if she does manage to evolve, right? And this is Ed asking Evil Ed these questions. Can she evolve past Aqua? If she uses Aqua as her catalyst of change, and Aqua uses her as his catalyst of change, Aqua has an insecure attachments, and I went over this on the Minecraft in case you guys haven't seen it. I did a whole analysis on Aqua. It's like a 12-minute little piece on Aqua. Go check it out. I think it's good work. It's a new way that I'm formatting, like literally chunking up my analysis that I do for like live formats into like smaller digestible pieces. But he might have an anxious attachment style, like, you know, an insecure attachment style where once he has you, like if I was like, Eldris, I need you, you're my friend. Oh, YOLO Sage, I need you. Cardboard Steep, I need you. You guys are, I'm moving you guys like chess pieces, but you guys can't leave me. No. If you guys leave me, I'm gonna send out all the blackmail pieces that I have about you. Oh, you thought you got that role by accident. You thought, no, you can't leave me. You'll always need a bit of me, you know, like something fucking like wild like that. I can totally see Aqua just like Evil Ed is scary. Yeah, but well, Evil Ed is very similar to, like, I think a lot of the way that Aqua like thought patterns are. Teehee. So that's why I'm throwing it out there, is I wonder the impact that Aqua might have. Evil Ed ate the mic. The needing or anxious attachment. Overprotectiveness is a symptom of anxious attachment. So there's a difference, right? And this is me just throwing this out there because people seem to mix up that you can't have symptomology of one or the other. Symptomology can cause comorbidity, which means you can have multiple symptoms and still be an anxiously attached individual. Anxiously attached individual, why is he keeping an eye on Ruby? Why did he need to go ahead and call the idol companies? Why did it all of a sudden the formation of this new idol company, he needs to be a part of it, so on and so forth, right? Like Aqua he does have an insecure attachment, which isn't an anxious attachment style, and that's why he's jumping through these hoops, you know. Evil Ed and Aqua would be terrifying duo, but does he really care about her, or is this all about, you can care about people and still care about control, so you can have these two thought processes and align them at the same time. Now, the real impact would be, is Ruby going to feel? And this is a psychologist counseling Ruby. Ruby, how do you feel that your brother has taken control over a lot of aspects in your own life? How does that make you feel? And I feel like she might have some good words for him. I think so. And this is just so far as of episode 3 again. Yep, exactly.
いや、一般化受けた。
なんでよ。
うちの妹が芸能科受けて心配だからここ受けただけ。
はあ？うちの兄シスコンなの。キモ。私この人昔から好きじゃないのよね。
でも受かったら後輩になるんだぞ。
そっか。聞こえてんぞ。ああ、仕方ないな。仲良くしましょう、ロリ先輩。ビビるぞマジで。
じゃあ俺監督のところ寄るから。
ちょっとねえ
Gotta say, I think it was worth it to go back. I think it was definitely worth it to go back and with the good subs and actually like read them. Thank you for the good subs.
どこ行くの？監督って誰のこと？ねえ、今どの辺に住んでるの？
Bruh.
聞いてる？ねえってば。あんたどこ中？
ヤンキー女子。いつまでついてくるんだよ。
Is she a bad girl or something?
疑問に全部答えるまで。まだ役者やってるんだよね。
いや、もうやってない。
Bruh.
そうなんだ。
そういうわけだから。
ちょっと話しようよ。ねえ、これからカラオケとか行かない？
I wonder if she was bullied a lot. Because the way that she, even this as an individual, like if someone latches on like this, aside from being like social, right? Because social, like aside from like a lot of extroverts, I hate to put it this way, a lot of extroverts are like anxiously attached to people. Yeah, I hate to put it this way. A lot, like, so do a lot of introverts. We anxiously attach or avoidantly attach to people because that's the way that we do things. So I wonder if she was bullied, and especially like if my theories are correct or my analysis is correct of her, we're literally calling her the genius child actor has some meaning for her. If she's her own worst bully. Because she was talking about bullying Ruby earlier as a joke, like, hey, I'll bully you, that type of thing. But I wonder if she's her own worst bully, where she doubts a lot of herself, where she might be excellent at so many things, but because of her own self-doubt that's been happening, maybe a decline in her as an actor, as an individual or whatever, she literally started thinking to herself, I will never be good, I will never be better. Or she might start joining productions or events where, say that I'm like, hey, you know what, I'm a star actor. Why are you hitting yourself? Literally, I'm a star actor and I have Missing Legs and Elysian and TLC, Mickey, and all these wonderful individuals with me, but they've never acted in their life. And I want to go ahead and like, I want to break out again. I want to have a breakout moment. Oof. Always working. True, cardboard cheap. I see that. I can see that. I think Aqua's taking her down a peg was such an impactful moment for her in a way in the relationship. It was very equalizing, Missing Legs. Like the way that Aqua and Ruby, right, were it like at least in that small interaction that they had, were able to go ahead and bring her down just a little bit and even poke fun at her and do so on and so forth. It's a natural way to build rapport, and it's awesome because it's like, hey, we don't have a power over, we don't have a power under, you know, at least like publicly we're equal, and that is an amazing way to quickly build rapport, make friends, and all of that. A little more than just that. Yep. Hold on. There was an interesting. Well, he didn't want Ruby to become an idol due to what happened to Ai and his revenge plot possibly affecting her job in the future. He didn't care when she became an idol under Strawberry Productions because he knows the outside of the fears he has and damage he might do. Well, Elysian, here's the thing. If Aqua is anxiously attached, I'll tell you, I can actually tell you what he might do. An anxiously attached position with showing that APD traits would more than likely be in a position of power where all of a sudden he starts bringing in people that only work with, say, Ruby. I would start bringing in Delta. I would start bringing in Missing Links and FTV, right? Because I want some sort of control in this to work with YOLO. Let's say that YOLO is my Ruby. And I'm like, hey, I brought another person. I brought Ash, and they're a phenomenal singer, and now you guys can be a phenomenal duo. And now that you guys are a duo, you guys can go out and adventure. Oh, and I bring Kaufman. He's a phenomenal bassist. He has a phenomenal bass voice. And now that he comes back in, guess what? Now you can... yeah, it's your friends. It's your friends. Oh, no, it's your friends. I'm introducing to you to be a part of your singing group, to be a part of your singing troupe. That's anxious attachments mixed in with the APD symptoms that we're talking about, you know, and so on and so forth. You guys get it. I can see Aqua literally starting to do that because of the traits that are presented in APD, because of an anxious attachment, because of quite literally power and control situations. Hi, Wizzy. Hi, NASA. Oh, shit. We have NASA in here. Also Missing Legs. Thank you, dude. You're amazing. Or just isolating could happen, too. True. Isolation can happen as well, where you try and isolate everyone away from her. Sorry, my brain's going 100 miles per hour, guys. If I need to slow down, do let me know. Like, my mind is analyzing so much right now, and it's like trying to draw as to where our characters can go in their own psychological journey. For example, with this girl right now, I have a feeling that we might see her go through emotional highs and lows like this. I have a feeling that we might see her go up and down, up and down, up and down, and Aqua might be, yes, he might show symptoms or some things of like care, and then like be like, I need to do my own shit. And for her, that's gonna be the peaks and valleys, And I mean, welcome to idol culture. Anyway, welcome to the way that I was probably treated. I'm now on the PC. Let's go. Unlurk. Oh, appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ready to continue? All right, let's continue. Sorry. Took forever. I'm sweating. It's hot in here. Or my brain is heating up. I'd go.
これからカラオケとか行かない？
行かねえよ。
じゃあ私の家とか？
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Thanks so much for the follow, Jeffrey. What the? That was one transition. And please don't burn down the kitchen. I don't think all of us can afford to rebuild it. Hey, yo. Oh no, no. I mean, yes, we've seen, also thanks so much. I'm glad that YouTube brought a lot of you guys here. Appreciate y'all being here. Hey, you miss 100% of the shots. You don't think desperation. I mean, let's be honest. Sex is a powerful weapon for a lot of people. We've seen this time and time again, from Lysistrata, you know, the Greek play, to 101 other aspects out there. Sex can be a very powerful thing for people, you know, especially for connection or withholding or so on. You know, I mean, for a girl to ask for a boy she saw once to invite her to a play show, I'd be worried. I think we should all be a little bit worried. There's something rough going on there, you know.
距離の詰め方やばくない？
仕方ないでしょ。私これで。
Hold on.
そういうわけだから。
ちょっと。
Hold on. I just noticed something.
私の疑問に全部答えるまで。まだ役者やってるんだよね。
いや、もうやってない。
そうなんだ。
そういうわけだから。
ちょっと話しようよ。ねえ、これからカラオケとか行かない？
行かねえよ。
じゃあ私の家とか？
Hey, what did she do? The author is fucking phenomenal, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The author is fucking phenomenal. He just planted this without us even like fully conceptualizing it, unless you took times. What did she just do, psychologically speaking? What did she just do? I am so fucking proud of all of this shit. I know you guys are like, what? What did she do psychologically speaking? Or the author wrote in here so beautifully. Can you guys guess? She melted my heart. Not Jozo. Thanks. Not Jozo. Thanks so much for the follow. Make Aqua response. She literally just tested his hierarchy of needs. Hey, where do you live? Hey, are you having any acting? Self-actualization needs. Hey, do you want to do karaoke? Psychological needs. Hey, what about sex? Basic needs. She literally tried pinging different areas in Maslow's hierarchy of needs to see if he needed something, to see what way she had a way in, to see if there was a way in that she could go ahead and go in and latch herself on instantly like that. This was done almost like flawlessly. If I didn't stop and think about it, I would not have picked up on this at all. Like, she literally went with acting, a moment of like, you have to be almost self-actualizing in a way. You can be missing areas in the triangle to go ahead and get there, right? I don't think she was talking about sex. Well, spending time together and the intimacy part of that, right? It's still a basic need down there, my friend. But the way that she the way that she threw it in there was insane. Because like, even for myself, I had to take like the second watch through that we just did. I caught onto it because I'm like, wait a minute, is she asking about this? Like, hey, where do you live? Hey, like acting, hitting that self-actualization needs right here, esteem needs, pride, whatever, right? Hey, karaoke, intimate relationship, friends, whatever, security, safety. Hey, do you want to go over and like, you know, go over to my place, that type of things? Again, belongingness needs, safety, physiological needs. Like even if it's just to, like, yeah, that's fucking wild, ladies and gentlemen. And even if it's not necessarily like, because it's not necessarily like, oh, she's telling him to sex. It's the how do you call it? Forgot the name of it. It's the implication, right? That's why she's all like shy and like, you know, for us, the audience, not for her as much. You know, yeah, it could be for safety. even like that, the body language, all of that. Guys, if you're not blown away by this, I'm blown away by this. Like, I am legitimately, I have goosebumps right now because that is expertful writing. That is phenomenally, like, I'm legit, yeah, I'm legit just blown away. I'm blown away. Oh my ding ding dong. Hey, I'm glad you're not in pain anymore. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, like that, dude. The whole, or come over to my place. Oh god. What do we have the moment that she gets rejected? This is awesome, dude. This is like a phenomenal, like, good teaching opportunity. The defense mechanisms come in. The whole place of, like, I'm a celebrity, using your role as a position of power. Deflection, yeah. Oh, director. Are we gonna see Mom again? Oh, I hope we see Mama again. I hope we see Mama again, dude. Not Dami mommy, but like you know, the director's mom. I haven't seen you in so long. I know. Ooh, fucking impact from director here. Sorry guys, I'm taking a drink. We've already been at this for like an hour or something. I hope we do. If she does come in, guys, drop all the Doritos for her. Her and finance guy deserve all the love. I haven't seen you in so long. Oh, director, you didn't have. I know you're trying to say this in good faith, but it's also like, oh. I guess it doesn't compare. I wonder if she took it kind of well, like, because she did take it kind of well aside from the comedy here. And there's an aspect to this that I'm kind of wondering in. Is she internally thinking of an ultimatum? And let me cook, guys. Let me cook, because I've seen a lot of people do this, and even myself. In case you guys don't know, all the Oshi no Ko videos on YouTube are completely unmonetized. Like, you know, they're unmonetized because of the purposes of, like, this whole thing is about, like, you know, teaching psychology through our anime characters and being able to learn about yourself and, you know, grow and so on and so forth, you know. Whenever it comes to a big situation, I've seen people where they've struggled, and they struggle as a VTuber, as an actor, as a content creator, whatever, right? And they were really, really popular at first, and then they sort of died off after a while. And then, like, they go into an ultimatum phase, right? Where they still might, like, oh, I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't seen your channel in forever. Ugh, that hurts, you know? But for her, she quickly, like, I wonder if she's giving herself an ultimatum at some point, right? I know she's in the acting school, but as an actor, as even on stream, right? Like, all of us have our own mask that we wear, our own self-doubt. And I wonder if she's ever been like, you know what, if I don't do this, this is the end for me. Like, I need to go ahead and switch. This is no longer it for me. I've done what I needed to do, and people will only ever remember me or type me, as like typecast me or stereotype me as this one thing. But I want to be more than just that. It's sort of like doing what, like, the, like, you know, and so I wonder, like, genuinely how she takes everything. Logic and Dark Ages magic. I wonder if she's planning to leverage her childhood as a frame for future growth. It could be. It could be, but at the same time, I'm sensing like a deep loneliness, a darkness in here, like a traumatic darkness from her like middle school ages, young like developmental ages. That like, I can fix her. I would love to have therapy sessions with her and go over that specifically, like some of the questions I like to ask. And you guys have seen me ask this a lot whenever I bring on special guests, which is, if you could describe your life in periods of times, and this is something that I would ask her, right? What period of time or what like version of you, right? Childhood you, elementary you, middle school you, high school you, college you, however you want to label yourself, what version of you caused yourself the most damage? And that is a question that I would love to ask her. That is a question that I'm like legit just thriving for. Let's go, 8-hour stream. I wish, man. She also seems to be a habit of facing everyday conversations like just a delinquent talking style. Come over to my house. What does 10+ year of acting? Yeah, what does that do to a child? What does that get to? I'm a manga reader, so your wizardry is always impressive. Not wizardry, man, just psychology. I love psychology because it allows one to say, I can fix her, and they're not sound like they're taking up the impossible task. Well, no, it's not an impossible task. And I know people like, it's not cool to say that to real people. I can fix you, you know, it's kind of weird. But like as a psychologist, like something that I'm noticing immediately is, for example, Aqua, if I would do anything, I would probably try and treat the symptoms of APD and maybe identity issues that he may have. That's sort of one of the big things that I would go for, and try and like process the grief. Genuinely process the fucking grief. Hey, this was out of your control. Hey, what does this mean for you? And try and get him out of a state where his only thing is focused on revenge. With her, I would try and process also the grief of her dying career. Realistically speaking, she has to grieve her career. She has to grieve the fact that, hey, she's still known just as a genius child actor, even when she's now becoming an adult. Like, you know, and I would love to just be there and be empathetic and be like, dude, that fucking sucks. Like, it genuinely sucks that you've tried so hard and yet, like, it doesn't seem like you've been growing a lot, you know? It sounds so hard. Like, for me, it's just, I can't even imagine being in her position or being in his position and going through that amount of trauma, going through that amount of grief, and yet still living every day and having all these expectations. Man, they must be really resilient. How often do we see child actors become their message? True. But that's sort of where I'm at, dude. Like, I can genuinely empathize with them, and I would genuinely love to take like a humanistic narrative, even CBT, like a cognitive behavioral therapy approach with them, because I feel like they need it. Like mental health, it should be a priority here. How do you handle helicopter parents? Because I feel Aqua has some similarity. Hey King, you started at 6 a.m. my time, but I'm here now. Oh, Inova, I appreciate you being here, man. Welcome to the stream. Helicopter parents, it's the same thing, but it's about boundaries, right? And I think that's a big concept there, is being able to go ahead and establish your boundaries with your parents and saying, like, for example, I've known parents that just walk into a person's room or take it off the door because they want like full and total access, when realistically, hey, your room should be your safe space, you know? And it's being open to like putting up these boundaries, especially as you grow older. Your parents should transition from being extreme parental figures to being more of advisors as you get older. You know, the helicopter hovering over everything but the director, the Dami Mommy. Yo, that's my parents. I have never been allowed to lock my door. Oh, Nova, bro. Oh, no. Can you place yourself on, parents? I've gotten in many interesting conversations with parents. I do group counseling for kids, teenagers, adults, so on and so forth, right? Some parents can't see they're wrong because you're still processing the trauma that they've gone through, so they throw their trauma onto their kids as well. It's generational trauma, you know?
まあ、一通りは仕込まれたけど、今は裏方志望で監督の助手やってる感じ。
そうなんだ。でも嬉しい。まだ この業界にいたんだね。
Yikes! Yikes!
そうなんだ。
Yikes!
でも嬉しい。
Guys!
まだこの業界にいたんだね。
Oh! Oh! The way this is animated! He got triggered! He got triggered! Literally, you're still part of the like industry. Like it's like something he hasn't fully like. Yeah, he's in the industry, but now hearing it out loud. Sometimes people need to call us out on our bullshit, right? We're trying to take down the industry, but sometimes when people call us out, hey, you're still part of the industry. Ooh, the same industry that like you know that someone in took out your mom with. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fucking that's scorching hard, like hot even for himself. She may have not even known the impact that those words had, but fuck. And people say, no, this is a good story, man. Doritos in the chat. Best mama is here. Let's go. I'm backing it up.
この業界にいたんだね。
おかわりいるかい？
あ、大丈夫です。
Oh.
続いてるんで。
食わなきゃ大きくならんよ。あんた食べんな。
たく。
でもショックだな。
Oh.
親元で寄生虫してたんだ。
He lives in a good place. What are you talking about? He's
お前、相変わらず大人に対する敬意がねえガキだな。
でもいいな。うちは両親が田舎に引っ込んでね。私一人で寮暮らしだから、ご飯もいつもウーバー頼りだし。
おお、じゃあ金かかる。
Yeah, that sounds expensive. I ain't gonna lie.
大丈夫。貯金だけは子役時代の。
I just want to give Kana a hug. And I kind of want to ask Kana, holy shit. I kind of want to ask Kana. Oh, Just Gamers, thanks so much for the Prime sub, man. I appreciate it. She's not making much money right now. Exactly. Are you living in the past instead of the present? And this is a question for you guys as well. Are you guys living in the past? Or maybe in the future. Some people orient themselves to their goals and like they can only see the end result, and some people only live in their past titles, you know. That's clinging to her past glory. Yep. Bro, don't call me out like that, bro. I'm calling everyone out like this. Someone who sees their childhood acting money as the only good thing about. Yeah, Real Grim. Yeah, well, realistically, that's what people cling on to our titles, man. That's what we do. Director, actor, singer, idol. You know, people cling on to their titles of their past because that's the glory days, right? That's why people, especially in like, you know, the States and whatnot. You know what people cling on to? Their high school and college years. That's when people peak. No. No, I'm sorry, but you should never think of yourself as, oh, I peaked in high school and that's it. It's all game over. I'm going downhill. No, man, we go through like strides and valleys and we keep going up and down. If you only put yourself on a position of title where it's like, hey, I was like prom king in high school and then no one really cared about me in college, but you know, I'm starting to work up my position up a ladder and so on and so forth. We go through waves, man, and so is life. But if you only cling on to one event, that stops you from enjoying and seeing the ride that is ahead, you know. Ah, yes, high school years. The attention to details. Yeah, this is ooh. Smile behind the pain. Put on that mask. Ooh.
稼ぎで飛行道あるから。
クソ憎たらしいな。
ねえ監督、アクアの演技やってる映像とかないの？
ああ、あるにはあるけど。
見せんな。
Baking soda mask.
で黒歴史。自分に才能があると勘違いしてひどい目見た作品だ。
だそうだ。みたいならこいつ口説いて芝居やらせるこった。
へえ。
Hey, I guess Evil Ed was right on this one. I guess Evil Ed was right on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I think Evil Ed was right in the fact that like she has to be his agent of change. This is and it's interesting because it's true. It's interesting because it's true. How like for a lot of us, it takes a reintroduction of people. It takes a reintroduction of like individuals or people being able to go ahead and like come in and help us. I think Aqua has a strong cognitive distortion. Yeah, when it comes to his acting abilities, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
やんねえよ。
今ね、私がヒロインやってる作品あるんだけど、まだ役者決まってない役あるんだ。
What project?
人に掛け合ってみようか。
やらん。
それ
Yeah. Director, I have a couple questions as well because this actually makes me nervous. Director, I'm with you, bro. Like, I feel like me and you are in this like similar wavelength here. What project? If it's already started filming and say that you guys are like in the final fucking episodes, does this mean that the project is garbage because the casting director didn't have time to fully cast people for the entire show here, or your actors quit, or maybe the level of talent isn't there? This is scary shit. Like, no one just says this for no reason. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but as a theater director, guess what? I'm not casting new people if I'm halfway through a show. I'm not even like at the end of the show. I'm only casting people when it's just started. But she just said that she's in the show. So what level of show are you in? That's my real question. And what is the impact of that? Are the people there taking this role fucking seriously or not? Because I'll be honest with you guys, in the theater world, even, right? People like if you're not union, whatnot, and let's say all your actors for one role quit and they try and throw you in, something is wrong there. Right? Because your understudies shouldn't have quit, your main actor shouldn't have quit. There should not be this position open. Something's fucking wrong there. Guys, Aqua suffering from the genius at 10, normal at 20. Good position should be competitive. Absolutely, and they should actually be filled out. A lot of times you cast a person, you have understudies for like almost every role. I think Hana just wants an excuse to work with Aqua. True. Or is only a part of the show bad? True as well, Lester Candy. I don't know, but I would like the director like instantly was like, what show? Because I think he got the bad vibes as well. I'm with the director on this, and I'm not sure if you guys are picking up the 200 IQ move. Never hire under. Be a toxic director, ladies and gentlemen. Never hire understudies. Fuck him, right? Ooh. Ooh, okay. I'm with the director here. Look at the director's expression. He jumped on this, dude. Look, what's the project called? Instantly pulled out his phone because he instantly knows that this is like some red flag type shit. Like, yeah. It's like if Brady was like, hey, they're trying to bring me into this new play as one of their male like leads or supporting characters, and be like, okay, how long until opening? Oh, it's opening next week. Yeah, I wouldn't accept that, dude. No. Were you there? Are you a part of the theaters? Like, were you there for the seasonal auditions and whatnot? Are you a part of their troupe? Yeah, no. There's something's fishy, dude. Something's fishing. But hey, he doesn't call it out. Probably doesn't call it out because he knows. Yeah, probably out of respect. Probably because they're again breaking bread. And I love what in case you guys have noticed this. Whenever there's food in anime, that's when, and in real life as well, that's when we have the most empathetic responses with people. Do you guys know why? And this is why when you like theoretically when you go on dates with someone, you should take them out to go eat or whatnot, or a location where you can drink and whatnot. Your guard is down. Well, yeah, you break bread. You literally, it's your time. It's a moment of vulnerability where you're eating and your brain is processing the concepts of eat, right? While at the same time being open to conversation. So your brain is more focused on you eating and fulfilling that need, which makes you more vulnerable to being open. And that's how exactly. It's an evolutionary period. That's how we attach ourselves to people as well. Because food is key. I will remember that. Okay.
決まってない役あるんだ。偉い人に掛け合ってみようか。
Yes, please.
やらん。
それなんて作品？
今日は甘口でっていう少女漫画が原作。
I'll go with I'm gonna ask this question. Oh, thanks so much for the follow, Skyfress. Appreciate it. Gotta love some author crossover. Oi, how you doing, Skyfress? I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and ask this question. And I'm gonna ask this question as this is me thinking as a psychologist, this is me thinking as a director, an individual, so on and so forth. Is that a Kaguya-sama reference? I loved your content watching all of the episodes where Oshinoko and could finally join one stream live. Appreciate it, Skyfrizz. Appreciate you joining. You're a goat, man. I love you, man. I genuinely do. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for the Prime Gaming sub, Osifaro. Dude, I appreciate it. I'm gonna ask this question, okay? And please no spoilers or nothing like that. If it does hit on anything at all. But I genuinely want your opinion. Oh, thanks so much for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. I genuinely want your opinion on this. If you were the writer of a manga, right, of a shoujo manga, and it just got produced to a TV drama, how would you feel? Evil Ed, hey, your manga that you wrote is now running on Netflix. How do you feel about that? Man, it's running on Netflix. I mean, it is what it is. I tried my best to work with them to try and give them an adaptation. But Evil Ed, like, thinking about this, wouldn't this have, like, an impact on your sales? Wouldn't this be a popular thing? What you don't understand, Normal Ed, is that, like, I write my heart into my characters, into the individuals that I create. And it's hard to cram everything into an 8-episode series. And it's hard for people, if people don't genuinely care about the characters or understand where it's coming from or don't put in the work, it comes off pretty bad. And I think we've seen this time and time again with Netflix, yeah. Which is they make a series, the actors don't really study the characters, or the director doesn't really care, so on and so forth, and transcribes for it. I can only imagine, like, I'm not sure how you guys would feel, but if I was the mangaka, if I was the actual author, I'd be a little pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably be in that writing room and I'd be like, fix it. I want good actors. If I was editing, I'd be like, fix this. This is not real. Why are we bringing in people? Huh? Why are we bringing in people? Huh? You know, I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be pissed. I ain't gonna lie. We'll boycott Therapist in Another World live action. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Whenever I make my isekai, Therapist in Another World, you know, that we'll all boycott it together. I'd be very protective of my IP. Yeah, I'll tell you what. If if they ever reference the manga author, we'll blow it up with Doritos. If we ever see any type of like author, like the background person, like, you know, just fucking chiming about, we'll hype them up because this is awesome. Anyways, sorry guys.
京アマ？
知ってる？
いや、演出かじってる人間で知らねえやつもぐりだろ。
Thanks so much for the follow, DMCI. There. That's even worse. Everyone who's dabbled in directing and doesn't know it's a fraud. Drop the ball like a goddamn dude. Aqua cares about the industry clearly. Yeah, I mean he's involved in it. He knows what's going on. Oh my god, dude. Hey Ed, I just managed to catch your stream. Love the work you do. Just VS, dude, I appreciate you so much. I'm glad you like everything that's going on. Here's a Dorito, my friend. You're amazing. I hope you're practicing some self-care. Man, shoujo manga is for everyone. Love the Lord. Also, welcome everyone that's here. Guys, if you have any questions about any of the characters, always feel free to ask. This is a live analysis where we're breaking things down as we're watching it. You know, this is my first time watching the episode, too. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, God. Aqua's a shoujo fan. Hey. Hold on. I know it's my birthday stream, but Lil Orange, what the fuck? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. With how predatory some major manga publishers are, a lot of the time authors don't even get to say about, oh, Sambiki. That's actually really sad to hear. Like, my heart breaks for that. Carnage, thanks so much for the follow. Lil Orange, you're a goat, man. Appreciate the 5 gifted subs. You're a legend. No shit, happy birthday. Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Guys, I love y'all, genuinely. Let's keep going.
だから俺はもう演技はやらないって言ってるだろ。
掛け合ったら案外スルッと決まっちゃうかもよ。P の冠城さんには可愛がられてるから、私。
What's the part gonna be? The third extra actor in the background that's like, hold on. Hold on. The third extra actor that's just like, baby? I think he is. It's all just dramatic, like the dramatic just turn up and just like, oh, baby. It's just like, yeah, like that's it. Like, see, man, hey, great acting ability. You fucking nailed it, man. Wait, Bonjour and the fonts. No, go back to your corner, or is it gonna be something like, you know, something even like worse, right? Where she's like, I got you a part, dude. Don't even worry about it. And it's like, yeah, I came to steal your soul, you know, and that's like a one-liner as well, or something like. I can totally see something just over the top, ridiculous shit, dude. Or like he doesn't even say anything, and he's just like, "Wait, hold on." He's just like, fucking full psycho mode or some shit. Like, you know, I can totally see him being like, oh, then those are my waifus. Like, I gotta protect them or some shit like that. You know? Sorry, guys. Back to normal Ed and Evil Ed. Sorry, guys. Who was that, Ed? Aqua goes full uwu for an entire episode and no one questioned it. Edgelord Ed. I know. Shadow Sama Ed, guys. I feel that. Anyways. Dude, now I kind of wonder what kind of a part is it going to be? Is it going to be an ironic part, especially towards Aqua, or is it going to be like something over the top comedic that we're going to see from it?
フルネームは冠城正也。
そうだけど。
Hey, yo? 3 mobile phones? Hey, yo, those eyes, bro. Hey. We're 6 minutes in. Hold on. We're 6 minutes into this fucking show. We're 6 minutes, 25 seconds into this show, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized we're 6 minutes into. I thought we were like, holy shit, I thought this was like an hour and 30 minute, like. Okay, let me back this up. Hold on. Oh shit.
フルネームは 冠城正也。
Yeah.
そうだけど
Dude. That's the face of someone literally being triggered. Holy shit.
携帯電話は3台ある。そのうち仕事用とプライベート用の2台にはメンバーや事務所社員のログしか残ってなかった。愛は抜けているようで想像以上に用心深く、本気で俺たちの秘密を守ろうとしていたのが分かった。問題はもう1台の携帯。これは愛が妊娠以前に使っていたものだ。
The fact that he's doing this is
世
wild.
代も前の方でダメになってたバッテリーの代わりを探すのは骨が折れたが、パスワード突破の手間に比べたら比較にならなかった。間違えると30秒間操作できなくなり、
No. 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 Makes sense. She talked to the dad through the payphone and not her personal phones. Yeah. Don't tell me that my man literally sat there and was like... And it's like 30 years passes by, and he's like, 41. Like, the numbers. Oh, that's right, the numbers. 0, 0. Holy shit, dude! Talk about like that drive. Holy bananas! Holy shit! Oh god.
100通り試すのに半日かかった。1000通り試すのに1ヶ月。毎日。45510通り。
45510. 45. The numbers. The numbers. I wonder if this has a meaning though. I genuinely wonder if the numbers like have a meaning outside of the lock screen. Because, for example, my number of 012345 actually has a meaning, right? I'm not giving it as my code. Don't think I'm gonna fall for that. It has a meaning to me, right? I'm gonna read the short story. Ooh, okay. Okay. The passcodes are all numbers corresponding to the members of Bikomachi. That would make sense. That would make sense.
このパスワードにたどり着くまで4年の月日がかかった。その携帯には十数名の芸能関係者のメアドや電話番号が残っていて、その中の一人が。
Evil Ed, what would you do in a scenario like this? Well, I think a mistake a lot of people do is they conceptualize themselves into an automatic position. This is something I feel a majority of us have fallen into. Most people tend to stay within a specific dating range, right? If you want to go ahead and call this a 3-year, 5-year dating range, this is a date. Both parts are stigmatized, older and or younger. So Ed, here's my question for you. Why is it that you're assuming that I went for older when she was an attractive model, an attractive idol that's filled with a lot of cute or around a lot of cute individuals? Actually, that's not a bad idea, Evil Ed. Actually, that does make me think. Hold on. Holy fuck, hold on, Evil Ed. That was actually pretty good. That's got me on the fucking that put me on the ropes. That put me on the ropes. Hold on. I didn't think I'd ask myself a good question. Hold on. I literally fell into my own intrinsic bias. I mean, it might be. Hold on. Why do I do this to myself sometimes? Evil Ed is winning today. Oh, hold on. I literally asked myself a good... I'm not even fucking overacting here. I did not think I was going to ask myself a genuinely good question like that. Okay. Realistically speaking, Evil Ed, you're right. There is a bias for individuals to fall into an older predicament, right? Due to social stigmas and social expectations. But if we were to look into a situation like this, let me break this down, because now that we have this aspect of the whole phone and whatnot that we're looking at here, right? Who has the most control? Individuals in a higher sense of power, right? Who has the ability, the money, the capital? More than likely, individuals in an older sense of power, right? Who has the most connections? Again, individuals that are older. So if we start looking at this, the older, like shooting for an older individual and older individuals taking advantage might be it. Not necessarily. What do you mean? What do you mean not necessarily? What if this is like a young Leo DiCaprio? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You have someone that is hot, all right. Someone that's an idol, someone that will more than likely still be needed in the industry. Mix that in with a bag of trauma and mental illness. And this goes along with being in the line. It doesn't have to be older or younger, but what do you get? And this is where my mind is. This is where my mind is. If we're looking at this as a basic phrase of attachment, right, where we have where could individuals lie, I have two different forms. And one of them, at least me, I'm thinking that it's not someone within her age range. I think Evil Ed and I can agree to this. Evil Ed and I can agree to this, that it is not someone within her age range, just because the amount of connections and the amount of impact, unless I literally fell for someone in her age range, I doubt it. It might be another idol. I would believe that in her age range. Absolutely. Someone around like 1 or 2 years of difference. Yeah, I believe that. I would say that's acceptable. Someone older or someone younger, that might also be a huge thing. Your handwriting is atrocious. No, I'm just going off of social stigmas and age, by the way, in case you guys are wondering, what are you talking about? What are you writing down? This is a good way of introducing you guys to the psychological concept of social stigmas with age, i.e. with dating. What are some of the common things that are thrown your way? If you date older, oh, why is he dating you? He can date other people his age. Oh, is it because he can? He's dating you because he can control you. You're dating him because he has money. You're dating him because he has connections. If you're dating younger, again, schema. Oh, you're just dating him because he's hot. Oh, you're dating him because he's a model. Oh, you're dating him because you can fix him. This is not wizardry. This is social stigmas presented by Evil Ed and regular Ed. And that's exactly why I'm thinking it has to be one or the other. Sorry, guys. I just popped off for no fucking reason. I don't even know, to be honest with y'all. I'm just taking a guess that it's either going to be significantly older or like very, very popular idol or something. You know, it's one or the other. One or the other, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway. Is it okay if I dated someone because they were... I don't even know what Callipygian is, dude. That's actually interesting. Any pharmacist in the chat to decipher that paper? Oh, is my handwriting that bad? It is that bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's even my. I'm currently taking I'm doing my PsyD at the moment, right? My doctorate's courses and stuff. And one of my instructors was like, "Yeah, I can tell that you're gonna be a doctor." And he was like, "Yeah, I can tell that you're gonna be a doctor, dude." I I was like, no, dude, I felt roasted and everything all at once. Like, holy shit. Pokecatch, RTX, you're welcome on in.
ねえ、やろうよ。キャストも同年代ばっかだし、相手の男も女の子みたいな顔しててさ、可愛いんだよ。
Oh shit. Hey, yo? Is it Finster or like what? Why'd you yell? I'm in, dude. Hold on.
キャストも同年代ばっかだし、相手の男も女の子みたいな顔しててさ、可愛いんだよ。
やる。
Way to give the wrong impression, dude. Way to give the wrong impression. He wasn't listening. Yeah.
なんで急にやる気に。嘘。相手の男も女の子みたいな顔しててさ、可愛いんだよ。あんた。
やってやろうじゃねえか。
Okay, good.
アクアの演技楽しみ。あ、ただ多少問題のある現場だから覚悟はしてね。
You know what I just realized? Hold on. And this might be me overthinking this, but it just hit me as a realization moment. How much it took for Aqua to go and attach himself to the director. Because I'm sorry, I wouldn't trust anyone in the industry. But Aqua felt safe, or somewhat a sense of his own like personal belongingness or ability to grow or learn what he needs to learn and trust the director. That's wild. Yeah, he already had a rapport built with them, yeah? But that's my thing is the moment that I died though, you would think that like people would be like hesitant. But the fact that he did this, yeah, this is why I'm impressed by it. Like legitimately impressed by Aqua because number one, it takes you acknowledging that you're not going to be able to do this by yourself. As a kid, it takes Aqua coming to a quick moment of I need to put aside that I can't push everyone else out. Like it doesn't matter if like you just like all right, it can't be the director. It takes with fighting your own inner feelings of not like of all this distrust and stuff, you know, and even like accepting the ability to be able to grow inside of that industry that you want to go and do and be able to build that trust from there on. That's where I'm like, Aqua is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal story. It's a phenomenal fucking story, dude. Like I'm blown away here. I'm legit blown away because that like as a kid coming to the realization and being able to go ahead and like do that, dude. Encouraged by him and when his life was flashing before his eyes, it seems that Aqua was raised by a grandma, no father figure though. Maybe he felt like the director was propelled Ai's careers forward, so he has some sort of trust with him. Yeah, and that's also, he has connections with the director, right? If we think about it, the director probably knows a lot of other directors and a lot of other people, so he's able to go ahead and get more information this way, but at the same time, he needs to be able to trust him and grow from that. So for him to be able to go ahead and do that out of a sensation of like, being hurt and the couple of days of being hurt and whatnot leading to these are the people that I need to trust, these are the people that I need to grow with, and this is what I need to ask. When you come back, like when you fail at something, right? I'm going to use this as an example. Is it hard for you to is it hard for you to ask for help in general? I'll be honest, it is for me. Like even when I go to like any like 'cause I supervise people and even us that like I go to my clinical director at times for help. Sometimes it's hard to say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling compassion fatigue. I'm feeling a little drained out a little bit, you know? So that's what I'm saying is it's hard sometimes even for me to ask for help. So how would it be for you guys? Aqua and the director have a student, yeah, but it's still asking for help. And that's the main question that I'm throwing your guys' way is like, he has to overcome that. And for you guys, are you guys comfortable asking for help? That's a lot, guys. Sorry, that's oof, oof, oof. I'm over here just wondering shit.
顔は整ってるね。演技強強のかなちゃんがそこまで押すんならいいよ、呼びな。
And extremely, oh, this company doesn't even care. This company doesn't even care. Fuck these guys. I would usually say drop Doritos, but fuck these guys, dude. This company doesn't even care. Oh no, drop the moon. Yeah, drop some moons. Usually they go through a verification process. Hey, send me their resumes. Hey, I know you might recommend them. Let's get him on set just to see if he fits in and whatnot. But it seems as though extremely fine actor, even like through all of that. It seems as though they just want to get this done and over with. This is my heart. My heart. No, my heart, dude. Netflix, is that you? Okay. Or maybe they do care. Maybe I'm wrong. It always happens. Never mind. Never mind. I'd be fine with most anyone anyway. Never mind. I take that back. As long as he speaks French again, I guess. Oof. Oh, she's so cute. I'm not talking about Ruby. I'm talking about this Dami mommy here. Ruby's cute too. Don't get me wrong, but the Dami mommy, hey yo.
別に誰でも構わないし。
アクアドラマ出るの？
なんで言うんだよ。
だってあなた自分からは言わないでしょ。所属タレントの広報活動は事務所の仕事よ。
ママ言ってたもんね。私は将来アイドルで、アクアは将来役者さんかなって。あの言葉忘れてなかったんだね。
そんなんじゃない。
Oh. Now I get the divide. The author did an incredible job at this, ladies and gentlemen. The author did an incredible job at this. Ruby represents the future. Aqua represents the past. Ruby is all future oriented, what she wants to do. Aqua is all about fixing his past, or fixing what happened. Ruby is trying to be an idol, trying to go ahead and like do certain things to like advance and like live past, or like, you know, live past the dreams of her mom, you know. Aqua is trying to go ahead and like make sure that this is gonna be longer than the first episode. Missing legs, I'm sorry. Aqua's trying to go ahead and like, you know, like for him, fixing his past is what will allow him to move forward, or so he's convinced himself. While Ruby is, I absolutely like, this is so beautiful. This is so fucking beautiful, and you guys don't even like. I'm processing this in. I'm like on the verge of tears because the way that this is created is awesome. When a person experiences trauma, right, an inciting incident, something huge, like, and this is beautiful because it's shown to us in the first episode when Ruby wasn't allowed to see what happened, but Aqua was. They both experienced trauma, but one of them experienced a higher level of trauma, right? One of them experienced full on, like, you can say PTSD, complex trauma, and the other individual experienced regular trauma, or trauma, again, her mom did pass away, but she didn't get to see the full on enactment. I wonder if Aqua has memories of it, like, you know, or dreams about it. But is Ruby, or is it just Ai's expectation? It can be a mix of both. It's okay to have two different expectations in one Horesmi. She can be working on their future and at the same time living up to Ai's expectations, you know? That's how it hit them differently from each side of the door. Exactly, Yellow Sage. And that's exactly what I'm getting at. Is for Aqua. Aqua experienced the trauma. Aqua was there. Aqua has some identity issues that he's working towards, right? Is Aqua the doctor? Or is Aqua just him, right? Aqua the doctor couldn't save his mom. Aqua the doctor had to stand there and see his mom, like his mom's body just like coldlessly pass away. And he has all that trauma that he's going through. So of course he's reliving the past. He's in the past and he's trying to fix the past to go to baseline. Ruby, on the other hand, didn't get to experience that. Her mom did die, but she's trying to go ahead and meet her expectation and their goals and future orientation. So she's from baseline on up. That's from baseline up. That's wild. Hey chat, what's good? What's up, Classic? How you doing? Was also very miserable. Well, Aqua had a very DLZ on. He lost his patient and grew a complex on I comparing the two. I dies and he wants revenge. How do you think Aqua learning Ruby's past life as his old patient will affect him greatly? DLZ, I have a feeling that it might make him more controlling. If he finds out that Ruby is his patient, he might go to extremes to protect her. Also, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits. Guys, drop some Doritos for DLZ on. He might become extremely protective, because wouldn't you? This is someone that you cared about. Someone that you literally would like tried your best to protect, and yet again, in that situation, her life slipped past his fingers, just the way that Ice did, and now she's back there where he can protect her and not have that incident happen again. It's a second chance to save her. We can fix her, chat. We can fix her. That's cold, guys. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm legit. I'm on the verge of a nosebleed. I'm freaking the fuck out. This is awesome. I might die here. Guys, if I die on stream, please save the VOD, because Twitch will ban the account if I die on stream. Do you think Aqua fears the dad might try to... Here's a thought that's coming into my mind, right? And I feel like Aqua might be an interpretation of the dad. Also, look, thanks so much for following, man. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah, 5 years. If you pass away on stream, it's against you. And will reincarnate into a cute idol. One day. Porus, thanks so much. I hope that YouTube brought you guys here. But that's sort of the main question that I'm wondering and I'm processing.
ママ言ってたもんね。私は将来アイドルで、アクアは将来役者さんかなって。あの言葉忘れてなかったんだね。
That's so emotional, dude. How do I say this without breaking my own heart again? I cry a lot. In case you guys don't know, I'm a big crier. I've literally been crying to Violet Evergarden lately. But the expectations, even past someone's death, can be a lot. And you know, doing, for example, therapy, end of life therapy, and and seeing the misunderstandings between family and power dynamics and everything, huge, man, huge. Does she know what he's cooking? Episode 10 PTSD and yeah, dude, episode 10 wrecked me. It really did. You say it like everyone doesn't cry for Violet Evergarden. Oh, dude, no, but episode 10 just absolutely destroyed me. Back to the question, do you think Aqua's feared the dad going after Ruby if she becomes an idol? I think so. I think, but then it becomes a weird power dynamic type thing. Like, I'm gonna throw out a supposed scenario for you, Elysian, and for you, YouTube. Say that Ruby becomes an ultimate idol, right? Like, she becomes the next idol champion, right? Like the next Ninja Warrior type shit. And say that there's this big agency out there, this big like concert corporation, whatever, and it turns out that it's run by the dad. Here comes the question, and here's a genuine question I'm gonna throw at you guys. Does Aqua, oh, what the fuck? Does Aqua destroy his sister's dreams for the sake of protecting her and getting, or does he go for revenge and destroy the sister's dreams, or does he allow it to happen and accept it, knowing for a fact that like that he's there? That's sort of a predisposition thing. That's sort of a scenario where you're like, that's a tough choice to make. Would you allow your sister? Would you allow your sister the opportunity to live out her dreams, or would you destroy her dreams at that point in time to go after your own? That's a big question that I'm asking myself. With that being said, let's go. When you do end of life therapist, does the therapist talk to both the one who's passing away as well? Yeah, Kamikaze. The end of, when you do end of life therapy, your client is the family unit. So you talk to the individual that's passing away, and then you talk to the family to give them grief counseling as they go through it and prepare themselves for what's to come. And it's a lot, dude. It's a lot of emotions. It's a lot of stories. And I know I've shared some stories beforehand, but it's oof. Just Via says, going off his action so far, he seems to not like Ruby being an idiot, being an idol and all. True. Pufferfish, thanks so much for subbing. I appreciate you. Here's some Doritos. You're a goat. A legendary goat, my friend. I might be the minority, but I didn't like Violet Evergarden. Sure, I mean, everyone has different taste.
愛と生前交流のあったプロデューサーと接触し、毛根の一つでも回収できればそれでいい。愛の願いを叶えるためとか、役者への憧れとか、そんな高尚な考えを持っていない。
なんて作品に出るの？
今日は甘口でって作品。少女漫画原作ね。
あ、知ってる。今日は。
Thanks so much for the follow, Pooferfish. Real Grim, thanks so much for the sub. A girl who can only consume canned food and supplements. She has a heart to the world and harbors a sad past. One day, she meets a slightly mean-spirited boy who has transferred to her school. The two become close, and the flavor of their love is the live action hit manga from Yoriko that caused readers throughout to shed tears is finally here, featuring the next generation of handsome young stars. And it's 1 star. There's 11 ratings here, and it's 1 star. Or is it 77? I think that might be 77, and it's 1 out of 5. You got that 1 star rating. Not even the fake products on Amazon have that 1 star rating. Oh brother Rody.
勝手に読むな。
最近できたネットテレビ局制作のドラマで全6話中もう3話まで放送済み。
You're halfway through production and you have 1 star. You can't even get lower than 1 star, I don't think. Brothers.
メインの役者も新人が多いし、規模としては少し小さめの作品ね。アクアの出番は最終話に出てくる悪役みたいよ。
Ooh.
向いてるじゃん。悪い顔してるもんね。
うるせえな。
Okay, he's playing a villain. There's either 3 ways that they can do this, right? They can do like a, hold on. They can do like a, oh wait, I'm throwing shit. I'm breaking shit. That type of a villain, right? Or like, they can do like, this type of a villain, or they can do a French villain. They can do like the let me get a hoodie villain, and like, you know, walks in at the last episode and says, "Omae wa mo shinderu." They can take a JoJo pose Let's say the world. You know, they can do they can introduce the villain in a lot of ways that could be like collaborative and shit. They could introduce like, you know, coming in here and being like all secrety and like he's all in there and he's like, I'm hacking the main phrase inner frame here. Let me move this slightly here. There we go. That's probably gonna be a little bit better. I'm hacking the mainframe here. You know, like that type of thing. Aqua doing JoJo poses. A wheeling. Oh, Apollo Dr. Evil. Yeah, there's a lot of like, because if they're introducing him, that means that he has to make enough of an impact. Being able to come in, right? That means that he has to be able to come in and make a significant impact on the world's present, and I think that's what's big. Like, that's Chef Boyardee? She's surviving on Chef Boyardee here? Hold on. Just as cans. I thought it was just gonna be a bunch of cans of like Tostino pizza rolls, hamburger helper, pepperoni beans. At least light through his homework, yeah. Thanks so much. Hey, John Senpai. Thanks so much for joining us. Beans. Okay. That is Loli's. I can't. I fucking can't. He's so nasal, guys. I can't. I feel like they're not even taking it seriously. They even know that, because she's all serious and shit. Like, she's all serious. It feels like she's giving it her all, and this guy's just like, oh, whatever. This is just another acting role. Oh, how disappointing! Oh, how disappointing, dude. Like, she's trying her best and whatnot, and he's like, well, hello there. Oh, hi, Mark. This is part of the Sweet Love Show, not really what's happening. No, but as an actor, she's trying her best. She's in character. Right? That JoJo pose too. JoJo pose, right? Like, she might be in character, but like she's really trying her best. Like, she is legitimately trying her best. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. But like, he just seems to just be shitting on it. Like, whatever, this is just another project. I'm getting paid. I'm getting out. If someone were to come in here and like steal the spotlight, I wonder if that would get them to start being more motivated to actually try their projects and not just be some D-list actors. I would be pissed off as a director. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting pissed off right now. I'm sorry, but if I hire you for a project, I have homework that I assign people. Like, let's check out the Maslow's hierarchy of needs of your characters. You can ask anyone that's ever been in any of my productions. They've done Bronfenbrenner's ecological theories on their characters. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They've done schema work, cognitive distortion work, everything. And they literally have like a... No, this is too small for this to be it. Too small. This is mine. No way, shape, or form. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you're supposed to do. Look, see, picture of young me, right? Work. Different fucking forms of fucking work that you put into what type of show you're doing. That's me from a show. That's me from a show. That's not even me getting a fucking plot. This is one show. This is one fucking show. This is one fucking show, ladies and gentlemen. He brought receipts, baby. He brought receipts. It's all tabbed out. It's all tabbed out. Different shows, different things. There's some things I can't show in here because it'll dox me. But like, wait, I knew. Were you an actor? Yeah, I was an actor. Like, I've done directing, acting all over the place. Mostly psychology because that's been my main focus. I'm getting my doctorates at the moment. I've done music, 101 things. I don't want to remember the piano days. But that's what I'm saying is you put into work into your craft. Otherwise, it comes out bland. It comes out cheesy. It comes out wheezy. You know? Oh man. Sorry guys, I don't mean to go off. It's just that, like, when actors come in and do this, it's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. I'm not even gonna lie. I've sent people home before. I had this actor audition for a play that I was putting on. Did phenomenal in the auditions. Came in, garbage, hot garbage, absolute hot garbage. The first day I told him, "Hey, why don't you go ahead and pack your stuff and never come back? Thank you, I appreciate it, but you didn't do your homework, and I don't have time to be coaching you. I'm not your coach. I'm your director, but I'm not your coach. So get good. Yeah, thanks. Bye." And had the understudy step in. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like the producers care. I'll just do it myself. The amount of bands I sent home on the day of recording. Yeah. Was it the reason you stopped? No. I still do it from time to time. I still do a lot of like acting and stuff from time to time. I've done a lot of voice acting. I've done yaois. I've done like visual novels. I've done a lot of things out there. You can probably find my voice and not even know it. But anyway, aside from that, like I tend, like, I even do acting still like close by. It was a really, really bad one. I'm not gonna lie. anyways, I'm gonna go to continue on here.
なんのよ。
別に。ただ猫を追いかけてきたら、お前がいたから。
I am.
何それ。
なんだ、笑えば可愛いじゃん。
何よ、からかわないで。
素直になれよ。
おい、お前、俺の女に手を出すな。
はあ？なんだてめえ。
お願い、二人ともやめて。喧嘩はやめて。
Oh, thank God they feel the same way. This is oh. I love that the actual. Here's the thing: is we gotta drop some Doritos for the voice actors of those characters because they gotta voice act bad voice acting. They gotta voice act bad acting. It is not as easy as you guys think. Like they have to act bad acting. They have to intentionally act bad. Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, especially if you've been trained in the thing. Oh.
京アマってこんな作品だったっけ？
おおむねこんな感じじゃなかったかしら。
演出とかはしっかりしてるから見れないことはないけど、なんか原作にいないオリキャラが活躍してるし。
できるだけ多くの役者を使いたい制作側の事情ね。
Aqua holding the manga.
回もさ、こんなんじゃなかったよね。
原作14巻分を半クールで収めるとなると、どうしても物語をカットする。
And that's what I fear about Moshiko Tensei and ReZero. That they're only going to get like 24 episodes and try and cover a lot of material and then be like, nah, just kidding.
する部分が出てくるのよ。
役者の演技も。
演技未経験の子が多いみたいね。
なんていうかひどいね。
ストレートに言い
っていうかロリ先輩ってさ、もっと演技上手くなかった？うっさいわね。そんなこと言ってたの？死ねよあいつ。
Bruh.
口悪いなお前。
名誉のために言わせてもらう。
Thanks so much for the follow, Ms. Yasti. Let me know how you say that, man. Appreciate it.
けどね、私ほど演技できる高校生そうそういないから。
じゃあどうして今回あんななんだよ。
今回のドラマはこれから売りたいモデルをとにかくいっぱい出してイケメン好きな女性層にリーチする企画な
Oh no. Oh no.
次だけどそれじゃあ作品が破綻する。だからこそ演技が売りの私をヒロインに起用してるってわけ。
Or so you think. Or so you think. Not even actors. I know most. I have a weird feeling. I really have a weird feeling that she thinks that the directors and whatnot are like happy and or proud of her, but they're probably just gonna discard her after this show. They were probably just using her name as a driving point in and then never hire her again. My heart is, oh dude, my heart is sinking so incredibly quickly that it hurts. It hurts. Because realistically, what other aspect is she there for if everyone else sucks? Like, this is, guys, can we protect her? Can we protect her, please? Can we all form the protection squad for her? I would love that. Expectations fuck us up a lot. Yeah. Kana protect. We must protect her, ladies and gentlemen. Fern and her friends call me Miss. I've been watching your content for a long time, but I don't have much time to watch streams, so usually I'm putting your videos while working. Oh, I appreciate it, Miss. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you stay well. Is that how Evil Ed cast actors? What? Like, no, I just... Oh, man, my heart breaks for this. Let's protect her. She's officially adopted into the Psy family here. I've left so many such shit theater productions. Seriously, fuck people who don't actually care about what they do. True, yeah.
抑えてるに決まってるでしょ。周りの役者は揃いも揃って大根役者ばっかり。
爪いいね。人は人に強くしてもらうもの。
Oh God.
笑ってくらいよ。
メインキャストの中でまともに演技できるの私だけなのよ。こん中で私がバリバリやってみなさい。他の役者の大根ぶりが浮き彫りになっちゃってブリ大根でしょ。
ブリ大根。
Ambrose.
私だって全力で演技したいわよ。誰が楽しくてわざわざ下手な演技をするっていうの？でも、うまい演技といい作品作り。うっさいわね。そんなこと言ってたの？死ねよあいつ。
相変わらず口悪いなお前。
名誉のために言わせてもらうけどね。私ほど演技できる高校生そうそういないから。
じゃあどうして今回あんななんだよ。
今回のドラマはこれから売りたいモデルをとにかくいっぱい出してイケメン好きな女性層にリーチする企画なのよ。演技力は二の次。だけどそれじゃあ作品が破綻する。だからこそ演技が売りの私をヒロインに起用してるってわけ。
それにしてはお前の演技ぬるくね？
抑えてるに決まってるでしょ。周りの役者は揃いも揃って大根役者ばっかり。
爪いいね。人は人に強くしてもらうものさ。笑ってくらいよ。
メインキャストの中でまともに演技できるの私だけなのよ。こん中で私がバリバリやってみなさい。他の役者の大根ぶりが浮き彫りになっちゃってブリ大根でしょ。
ブリ大根。
うっさいわね。そんなこと言ってたの？死ねよあいつ。
相変わらず口悪いなお前。
Aqua, at this point in time, has done something masterful that... How do I put it? Life is a loop. Yeah, you're right, Arturo. All right, manga readers, get ready. Bro. No. No. Are we going through Return by Death? He's done what a psychologist does. He doesn't ignore. He's not ignoring. I think he cares about her. I'm going to be honest with you. I think he cares about her a bit. But he must have learned or picked up some lines of questioning, because right now the intervention, the techniques that he's using are very similar to narrative techniques. He reaffirms the statement, wow, you have such a foul mouth, right? Which is like her going, whatever, acknowledges what's happening. Nothing but open-ended questions. He's full psych mode. He's full psych mode. He cares, but he's full on allowing her to open up and form this dichotomy, form this. Well, there's a there's a difference between being a doctor, right, and then learning intervention techniques. A lot of, for example, a psychiatrist is not a psychologist, right? And that's a big thing I'm going to go ahead and break. A psychiatrist specializes more in medicine than the interventions being placed in there, right? The way that he's asking these questions, or the way that he intervenes, is in order for her to like fully divulge and open up and share everything, which builds propinquity, which builds a sense of trust. I have a feeling like he's going to be overprotective of her, in a way. I have a feeling that he's going to be way overprotective of her. Damn, I never would have picked up on these speech techniques, right? Yeah, I'll show you guys right now, right? I'm gonna go through it quickly, but like I have a feeling that if anybody hurts her, especially during this period in time, he's gonna go into insane protection mode, because right now he's built up enough rapport that like he's already ready to cross so many ethical boundaries that it's insane. Could be, but it's very hard. It takes years and years of practice to know how to appropriately go in. Like therapists, like a master's level therapist, like barely known therapist. Also, yeah, I was gonna say, like a lot of people don't get their specialties until they're studying for their doctorates, right? So, like for example, me aiming for my attachment like specialty, and getting a health and wellness and all of these wonderful like specialties is because of my doctorate's degree, right? But a lot of master's level therapists like have very basic training. So when we go, Chris, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So when it goes into something like this, the line of questioning and the way that it's divulging into that, I'm like, ooh, okay, this can get very, very dangerous, because what if I start building this rapport with, I'm gonna choose YOLO, right? I hate to keep using you, man. You're just the first thing that pops up. I'm like, hey, YOLO, like, tell me about your like day. How's your day being? Whatever. Or Delta, right? And Delta's like, oh, I'm doing good. Like, then like, feelings start to develop, and all of a sudden I'm like, wow, Delta, if only you could be like one of my exes. Wow, she was wonderful. And and Delta's like so into me or so whatever, because of the therapeutic relationship that we built, that Delta starts mimicking one of my exes, like behaviors wise, or starts trying to go ahead and do that. And whenever Delta does that, it's like, who's a good boy? Oh, you're such a good boy, Delta. Oh my god, oh, you had me all flustered, Delta. What does that do? It's literally Aqua being able to go ahead and go into people. I know, Wigglesdale. Aqua being able to go ahead and like start shaping people to be what he wants them to be. It's not even Pavlovian conditioning. This is quite literally just auto phrasing, auto reworking people into fitting your basic needs of where you want them to move. It's pretty fucked up. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't. But oh my god. Okay, look. We're going through this. You guys. So she said some stuff. I see that you still have that foul mouth. It recognizes what happens. A good therapist does this. If you curse at a therapist shouldn't just be like, oh, wow, how does that hurt your feelings? It'd be like, okay, that hurt, or wow, that fucking hurt. Like, where'd you pick that up from? Or so on and so forth. It's acknowledging the situation. People tend to respond, yeah. Open-ended question. Then why did it turn out how it did? It's not a yes or no question. It's not like, wow, so I guess this is why it turned out how it did. A lot of people would instantly respond with the closed-ended question. This is why it turned out how it did. Open-ended question. Line of questioning is through a narrative perspective. She gets to go ahead and open up about this. And you see how she lowers her guard? You see how she lowers her guard? Because all of a sudden, it's not just like it's you versus me. It's like, oh, this is my story to be able to tell. This is what's really happening.
これから売りたいモデルをとにかくいっぱい出して、イケメン好きな女性層にリーチする企画なのよ。演技力は二の次。だけどそれ
So the classic, the reason why I'm saying is she, like, how Aqua achieved it, because what he did is he empathized, right? He empathized and affirmed, like, the situation that's present, right? Which is very nice to hear. And then her guard was already very low, yeah. And then what he does is he opens it up with an open-ended question, right? And it's not just any open-ended question, it's a very direct open-ended question. So how did the TV show end up like this? Right? It's not just any open-ended question where she can take any route she wants. He's targeting it specifically towards the information that he wants, so she can open up about that without feeling threatened and without feeling pressured to open up. I mean, I didn't know. Oh, you didn't notice it before. Do you think he picked this up from his own? He could have. Why is this show shit? He invited her to continue talking about it when she was in an emotional state. Yep.
だからこそ演技が売りの私をヒロインに起用してるってわけ。
Then check this. Considering that, right? All of a sudden, having her affirm her abilities, your acting's not on point, is it?
お前の演技ぬるくね。
抑えてるに決まってるでしょ。周りの役者は。
She affirmed it. Obviously, I'm not, because no one else is. And now she's in that emotional state again. So what she's doing is this. In therapy, we have lines of conditioning. Yeah. In therapy, we have lines of conditioning. We try and keep, like, you come into a therapy session, you try and stay here. This is stability line, right? We try and get you a little bit higher in an emotional state or a little bit lower, because that's where you can process more. That's where all of a sudden you can truly be more vulnerable and be open to these things. So I'm going to try and get you to either state to try and be more open about what may be happening. You can still be in baseline and we can help you out there. But if we're able to go and get those emotions out of you, yeah, it's ooh.
揃いも揃って大根役者ばっかり。
爪いいね。人は人に強くしてもらうものさ。笑ってくらんよ。
メインキャストの中でまともに演技できるの私だけなのよ。こん中で私がバリバリやってみなさい。他の役者の大根ぶりが浮き彫りになっちゃってブリ大根でしょ。
ブリ大根。
He could have just moved past it. He could have moved past this comment with ease.
私だって全力でが浮き彫りになっちゃってブリ大根でしょ。
ブリ大根。
He could have moved past this with ease. But he acknowledges it, and he actually asks it as a question, so that way she could go further in deep. That's wild, guys.
私だって全力で演技したいわよ。誰が楽しくてわざわざ下手な演技をするっていうの？
Unless they're fucking up.
でも、うまい演技といい作品作りは別。
Introspection?
確かにこの作品は企画からして売り手の都合が前に出すぎてる。作品として面白くなりようがないわ。
And he got her to introspect.
が浮き彫りになっちゃってブリ大根でしょ。
ブリ大根。
私だって全力で演技したいわよ。
See what I'm getting at? He got her to introspect. Gardening Tool, thanks so much for following, man. I appreciate you. Nah, this all seems like basic. No. So the reason why it's not, as a medical profession, you have to have some, not necessarily a lot of, at least where I'm at, a lot of doctors don't have like the basic tools. You earned it. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you so much. I mean, you have to have deep empathy for your characters that you write, and this is how a lot of like good writing, good shows become psychologically motivated. You know, because they write good characters. If you write a good character and you're deeply invested in your characters, it'll follow like psychological principles without you even knowing. So how is this not just basic conversation? Because a basic conversation, if it gets into an uncomfortable point, we're moving past it. Whereas me, if we were having a conversation, you're like, oh, dude, like, you know, you suck at Overwatch. I'd be like, yeah, dude, I really do. You want to play another game? You want to go into this? We're not going to linger in this. You're not going to ask me an open-ended question like, oh, wow, you really should have not used Moira for this game. You really should have gone with Mercy. I think that, would you have made a different choice if you could for a different healer at this point in time? all of a sudden you're getting me to think about the scenario and trying to introspect about the scenario when we shouldn't be doing therapy as we're playing games or as we're doing whatever. So the difference there is that he has it very directed into a certain point of view to get her to start introspecting. Like, that's why I'm like, ooh, the way that this is moving is so beautiful. You sly dog, you got me monologuing. I don't want to be Mercy. I really enjoy how Akasaka is making these psychological mangas with that actual battle. Yeah. Okay, and here's the thing. I'm willing, like, legitimately, if there are people out there who are like, this doesn't follow any psychological principles or any bullshit like that, hey, I invite you. Come on stream, we'll have a full-on discussion. I'll hear you out. I'll be respectful. But I can prove without a shadow of a doubt that almost every single one of these characters introduced shares psychological principles. I'm just going to be, I'm going to throw this down as my own little gauntlet. If you have something against this show and say that, like, there's nothing psychologically based in here or whatever, I invite you to share your opinion and be comfortable. I think this shit talking to chat, Ed. Because this show is filled to the brim with psychological principles that I can't even understand. Like, I do understand, but like, I'm not even catching all of them. And that's saying something.
楽しくてわざわざ下手な演技をするっていうの？でも、うまい演技といい作品作りは別。確かにこの作品は企画からして売り手の都合が前に出すぎてる。作品として面白くなりようがないわ。1話の撮影で原作者の先生が現場に来た時。
Okay, I'm not a wizard. Hold on. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not a. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not a fucking wizard. It took us 3 hours to get here. I'm fucking dying. Okay, I'm dying. Poor author. I saw the wizardry for the first. No, I was just saying. Oh god, I can't even make jokes or statements anymore. Holy shit! I know. Ed wrote the manga. Turns out I'm like every manga artist or author out there. Wow, him against the duck, caught in the act. I predicted all of this. All of this. She's probably really disappointed. Let's not lie. I would be disappointed if I was the manga person or whatever. Oh, those eyes. Oh, those eyes. The author before he writes. Ed controls the collective consciousness of a mangaka. I wish. Hold on. Well, the magic wand is off screen. Bruh. I mean, you even guessed Bochi. That was a complete joke, though. Like, people took that shit way too seriously, dude. I was just making references to, like, I make references to everything all the time, and people just. Ugh.
でも、役者や裏方さん、個人個人は精一杯やってて、見てくれる人や原作ファンのために少しでもいい作品にしたい。せめて見れる作品にする。そのためなら下手くそな演技もする。
I want to protect you so bad. I can fix you. I can fix that.
"役者に大事なのってコミュ力よ。昔の私は自分の演技をひけらかして、確かに売れてたけど、他人をないがしろにしてた。
True.
だから旬が過ぎればあっという間に仕事がなくなった。
I was past my peak. You haven't peaked yet. You have not peaked yet. You're evolving, honey. No, honey. Come to a therapy session, girl. I got you. I got you. Don't. Oh no. You are not a raisin. You are not a dried up raisin. You are a beautiful grape. You're just getting juicier and better. You're turning into fine wine. You're not a raisin. Like, no. That's why Why she be? Yeah, yeah. Oh, this hurts. Because then in a world of isolation like that, child actor, you are weird as fuck. Why? She's a great actor. Oh god.
私より演技が上手い子供はいて、それでも私を使う意味、それが大事なんだって気づいた。さしずめ今の私は画を通さず作品の品質貢献に努める使いやすい役者。冠城 P も付き合いが長くてね。今回も私がその辺わきまえてるから起用してくれたんだよ。
いつの間にか。
But did he give that role to you out of pity more so than you earning it? Did he just give that role to you just because your name carries some sort of weight? You know that as genius child prodigies, actors, whatever, there are people who study you to try and become better as teenagers or adults. You have probably inspired a lot of people you don't even know. But you gotta, like, you also gotta be up to challenging yourself in these scenarios and searching for other avenues in. Yeah, you push people away and you became lonely, but loneliness does not have to become you. You are not lonely itself, right? You experience loneliness, right? You may have gone through loneliness through a period of your life, but that doesn't have to be forever. You can make friends. You can extend a hand out. You can, and yeah, Alicia, yeah, exactly. A rare scene of Aqua smiling. You have grown up. Also, hold on, Exodia, thanks so much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. As any of those models, dude, you could be the lead like model of any agency. Like you so kawaii, dude. Like I think you would fit in with my theme of like wonderful wonderful things that I have back here. Wonderful figurines of Chica and Ram. Like I could probably put you back here and you would fit in. Like you could do wonders. Kana's the most sane person. Don't know Pinguino can be Kana though, I think. Oh.
役者って自信家しかいねえよな。
というわけで撮影は明日、来週オンエアだから撮影後即編集即納品、本読みすっ飛ばして即リハ即撮影だから。
We're skipping the read through. You know what I think Aqua has to do? Upon hearing all of this information, if I, Evil Ed, was in Aqua's shoes, you know what I would do? If I was in Aqua's shoes as Evil Ed, I would go in there and I would test everyone out. I would act shittily at first, right? Just to see where their acting abilities are. Just to ping them. Just to get them to truly be themselves. I don't want to go in there and scare everyone off. I want them to truly show how messed up everyone is in that environment. And then the moment that you're like, you know, also John Goro said that the same thing about I apparently having a lot of confidence. I mean, that is how production works. Then all of a sudden come in with like expert level whatever and be like, your show's fucking garbage. I'll tell you what, man, I'll come to a compromise. Like, I will lower my level of acting if y'all step it up. What, do you need to act bad to do that? I don't know. I think people would just hire him on the spot for anything. I think he'll be fine. Then kill the role as best as he can. I mean, you can save a series. One actor can truly save a series, if anything. He's just gonna be there to test the director, though. Yeah, yeah.
あんたの役の子がごねて降りてリスケになって大変だったの。あんまり美味しい役じゃないから。
What is it?
だからこそあんたをねじ込めたんだけど。
コネで役取って本読みも飛ばし、またこのパターンか。ガキの頃同じことした俺に散々言ってくれたよな。
懐かしいわね。今度は私がやる側になるとはね。汚い大人になってしまったもん。
She's gonna grow some insane feelings for Aqua, I can already tell. They're not gonna be healthy. They ain't gonna be healthy because he's already striking up memories for her, fond memories for her. Oh man, he's already striking up these memories for her. She's gonna grow some big feelings for him. I'm scared. Run, my child, run.
笑ってんじゃねえよ。
でも今なら監督の気持ちもわかる。アクアを誘った理由はもう分かってくれたよね。 誰にボロクソ言われようとも大根と言われてもいい。お願い、私と一緒にいい作品を作って。
はい。
あんたとならできると思うの。
Oh, look at that face, bro. His heart definitely went Doki Doki when she asked that, dude. His heart literally probably went Doki Doki. Dude, my heart would have gone Doki Doki as well, dude. My heart would have been like two Dokis, man. Yeah, his heart grew 2 times that day. But she's his... Yeah, but she is his agent of change, and I think that's what's awesome.
話を聞いてから改めて見ると、脚本と演出は役者に合わせているのがわかる。ダメな演技でも見れる作品にするテクがそこらで使われていることに気づく。裏方は優秀。そしてヒロインは光の実力。なんかやりようはありそうだな。
I feel like Evil Ed and Aqua might get along. I feel like Evil Ed and Aqua might get along quite well. That's how he sees her, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ドラマってのは部屋の中で主演級が本読みやリハーサルをして、それをもとに監督や D がコンテを切る。撮影現場でドライやカメリハ、ランスルーを踏んでから本番ってのが一般的だけど、このロケ地は1日しか確保できなかったらしいから、ドライからランスルーは全部ひとまとめでリハーサル扱い。練習は1回きりよ。
雑だな。
A single practice run.
でももうちょい丁寧だぞ。
予算も時間もないのよ。
よーかなちゃん。今日雨やばない？撮影延期にしてほしかったわ。
That's the... What the fuck are you talking about? That's the perfect fill. Like, that is... You have the perfect backdrop to introduce a fucking villain. Hold on. This fucking bullshit, bro. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Somewhere around here. Right? You introduce someone, right? It's fucking raining. They come in, right? They're wearing a fucking like hoodie, a coat, something, right? They come in, it's fucking raining, it's pouring down. They're wearing like some fucking shit like this, right? They're just like rain hitting in the background. Full fucking demon mode. You know, Goblino mode activated, you know, and then like you get that reveal and it's like it's way too hot to be wearing that. Somehow Ed has returned. Emperor Ed. Don't turn that into an emo. Don't turn rain. Dude, I know, but the rain is such a powerful element to be able to bring in a villain or being able to go out and bring in like dark elements into a show. Psychology is a path to many awesome powers some might consider unnatural. And then, oh no, he's hot. I'm flipping that and putting it on my dinner plate. Shark, no! Thanks, Matter. Guys, how you doing, Matter? Hope you're doing well. That fake laugh, dude. Oh, that hurts. Like when you recognize that someone has I know we have a new Ed in the multiverse. When you have, oh, my hair's a mess. That fake laugh. Guys, if you ever get hit, if you ever get hit with one of these fake laughs and you're in a date, just know it's time to stop. I've seen many. No matter. Oh no. Oh, we broke him. I just stopped back. Sorry, I just. Oh, I just stopped back and it fucking threw me back. I went on a really bad date a long time ago, and like they were really rude. They were being really rude to the waiter, and they had like the fakest laugh, and all they cared about was posting stuff on Instagram and social media during that time. And I remember I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make her fake laugh so bad that like everyone just fucking calls her out on it. So the entire time, my job would like during that time period was to make her break and literally break her so bad in front of her friends that it was just oof. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, once you're rude to a waiter, it's done. It's a done deal. Yeah, it's a deal breaker. Exactly. Oh no. Oh no, this just went from serious to what the fuck? He's playing the role. I thought he was going to be playing Subaru, the stalker? Holy shit. Oh no. Oh, well, at least he has. At least he has acting or has some experience with that. The irony. Got some direct experience. Fired. Instantly fire that guy. I don't care who the fuck he is. You gotta be nice to others. I'm sorry. This whole thing is about building connections and being nice. Just. He's the lead? Aww.
はじめまして、いちごプロ所属のアクアと申します。本日はよろしくお願いします。
Aww.
よろしくね。
My dude didn't even care. My dude, oh, I mean, yeah, I get it. It's a director, but you would expect at least a, hey, thanks for stepping in. Appreciate it, man. I got some things to do, but I'll be back. We'll chat later or something, but my dude doesn't even. Oh, that guy's a producer, not the director. Ah, makes sense.
今の人がこの現場の責任者。あの人の意見が監督や D を通して現場に伝わる。モデル事務所とのつながりが強い人で、今回のキャスティングはほとんど彼の仕事。とにかく顔面至上主義の人でね。アクアを使ってもらえたのもその辺よ。リハ始めます。行くわよ。台本。
Hunter, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate you.
叩き込んでるわよね。
It's my notebook. What is my notebook doing on there? It's literally the notebook that I showed you guys with all the fights. Took time and like wrote down like, hey. Took time to write down how to be a character, how to actually be an actor.
ヒロインにつきまとうストーカーの役。何の因果だろうな。
Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on, wait a minute.
俺が演じることになるんだから。
Yikes.
よーい。はい。
Yeah, what a way to relive trauma here. Hold on. Nah, bro, you fucking... I know that Aqua's probably doing it to test it, but you take your time with it, my friend. You make every step fucking heavy. You walk in there like you are about to change the fucking world, and they're just in your path. And you have all the time to deliver your fucking lines. And they can't do anything about it. All they can do is react. And all you have to do is leave them with a little anticipation. Hey, yo, Ed kind of scary. Hey, yo, Ed kind of scary. Ed. But no, realistically, like, my dude has all the powers on his hands. Like, he has the ability to be able to go in here and do what he needs to do. I don't know if that's how a stalker would act. No, but what I'm talking about is more than likely this is going to be acting as a kind of like last pages, right? The star in your eye is showing. Yeah, is more than likely going to act as like the last like filler content for an episode. If we're going to be realistic, he has all the time he needs to develop a class performance, even as a stalker, right? Because the other actors on the other set, guess what they have to do? React. That's all they have to do. So he himself, as an actor, has the ability to make every step count. You want to be. Here's the thing. If you really want to develop a good stalking persona or whatnot, you can take it many ways. You can either go really fast or slow down. Either way, you'll bring up the creepiness levels up a little bit, even your intensity in your eyes and all these things. But there's a thing so they won't overreact or they stop the scene. Well, it depends. Sometimes, like, you tell for example, a good director will tell you to keep going. Yeah? A good director will tell you to keep going until they know that the scene is done and then redo it again. And a good director will tell you, hey, you should know your characters inside and out to the point where if you forget your lines, like, you could improvise. You're like, you can still be in character as that. So that's why I'm like, Well, Ed's monologue will be my morning alarm. Oh no. How natural Aqua can act as a stalker. The fact that Kana seems into that. Actually, Pasero, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, my friend. Aqua read the manga, so he knows how to be a stalker. She's not moved. She's not moved at all. Here's the thing is, a stalker doesn't have to be parasocial, my friend. A stalker can literally, like, you can develop parataxic distortion on someone, right? But you don't have to be parasocial. And all it does is essentially you prioritize your image. It's an insane parataxic distortion with priorities of you reaching them. Because you have to. They must love you. If they don't love you, then who will? They said they loved everybody on stream. Oh, that's right. Like, like something like that. Like, I got tripped. Stop the show. Can confirm. Yeah. Parataxic distortions are insane, man. Oh God.
そしたらこのカットドリーの速度上げて次に行こうか。
普通に演技できてるじゃん。何が裏方志望よ。
こんなの練習すれば誰にでもできる。他人の邪魔をしない程度に下手じゃないだけで、俺自身に何の魅力もない。あの日、有馬カナが見た俺の演技は、あくまで年齢と中身のギャップが引き起こした異質感だ。
No, I still think you have the capability of doing it, being amazing. You can do it, my friend. His self-talk is insane, but that comes with the trauma. Realistically speaking, his self-talk that he has for himself, like a majority of us do. Hey, I'm gonna be straight up with you. If you have a cognitive distortion, you probably have some sort of a trauma. You might be like, no, I was bullied, but that wasn't traumatic. Guess what? That can be trauma for you. Trauma is different for every person. If it gets into your system, right, because trauma is stored in the cells, it can start causing cognitive distortions. Trauma can be anything from a small incident to a major incident. And also look at her pose. She's leaning in again. She's leaning in again. She wants more from you, my friend.
まあちっとも期待してなかったと言えば嘘になるけど、十分。アクアの演技、ずっと努力してきた人の演技って感じがして、私は好き。 細かいテクが親切で丁寧っていうか、自分のエゴを殺して物語に寄り添ってるっていうか、もしかしてそれは普通の人には分からなくて、長く役者やってる私たち以外にはどうでもいいことなのかもしれないけど。
変に気を使うなよ。
一応これでも座長だし、
Oh.
主演級の仕事なんて私にとっては10年ぶりの大仕事だから、そりゃ頑張るし。
Oh.
確かに最近見ないし、まだ役者続けてたのかって思ったけど。
闇の時代はだいぶ長かったわ。
Oh.
ずっと仕事がもらえず。
I'll be honest, the comment section can fucking hurt, dude. Sometimes, and this is why I stayed away from stuff, because sometimes the comment section can really, like, as a creator, as an actor, as whatever, it can, like, you have to remember, at the end of the day, we're all human, and, like, some comments can, like, there's a difference between constructive criticism and, like, being absolutely, like, horrid, and, you know, yeah, she was cuter back then, that guy, FBI needs to go in there. Ed, is there a difference between actually feeling something or telling yourself you should feel like this and trying to convince yourself it is the right way? There is a difference, right? Because one of them is called naturally feeling, the other one is forcing your feelings, right? Or forcing yourself to be able to think that way. What does it say about me that I actually smile at and get energized by negative comments on my art? It might mean that, like, you use the negativity to fuel yourself as a way of, like, self-growth or something. You seem the best girl. But that's what I'm getting at, is like sometimes people forget that we are human, and the masks that people wear may sometimes be too heavy for people to wear every day. That's, man. There is a way to watch Kagu. Is there? It's. I know we lost a lot of them just because they weren't being saved at that time. So more than likely, like, I think maybe if we do the movie, it'll be thrown up there. But a lot of them have been lost to time, sadly. I do have full thoughts on the characters, and I'm probably gonna do a mind crawl on them. But I do have a full on thing.
何のために努力してるのかわからなくて、何度も引退って言葉が頭をよぎって。だけどこうやって実力が評価される時が来たのよ。本当に続けてきてよかったって思った。だからね、別にあんたがめちゃくちゃすごい演技しなくったって、この仕事を続けてるって分かっただけで私嬉しかった。こんな前も後ろも真っ暗な世界で一緒にもがいてたやつがいたんだって分かって、それだけで十分。
Do you recognize that you alone is enough, though? That's the real question. Do you recognize that you alone by yourself, you're enough? That you don't need others to verify that for you? Oh, man. Oh, man. She just wants someone to relate. Yeah. She just wants someone to relate to, someone to be there with her. Oh, dude, my heart. She needs a hug. Oh. The Dawnbreaker, thanks so much for following. I appreciate it.
キャスト陣は有馬さんがなだめてくれてるので。
かなちゃんね、使い勝手楽でいいよね。誰にでもいい感じに尻尾振ってくれるから、雑に据えとくにはちょうどいい。有馬かなっていう名前は。
I'm about to go full fucking Goblino mode. I'm not a wizard, brother, but I'm about to grab my keyboard and break it. I gotta go find my other keyboard. I'm gonna break that, dude. Like, Aqua about to show up. Why? Whoa. Dirt cheap. Shit's dirt cheap. Wizard predicts the future again. No, it's just the moons are a sign of a red flag or something that came to be, my friend. Like a director shouldn't cheat their actor. Yeah, the producer shouldn't. Oh.
まあ演技にうるさいのだけ面倒だけどな。このドラマはあくまで潜在。演技力なんて求められてないのに、そこだけは分かってないみたいだけど。
Aqua, I've never said do it beforehand. I've never been one to encourage actions like this. And I am not encouraging this as a professional. I'm going to be straight up and say this before I say this. I'm not doing this. I'm not saying this as a professional. I'm saying this as Evil Ed. Do it. Just do it. Act so good. Act so fucking good. That they end up like renewing this show and they have to be stuck in this show for the next 4 seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta go in there. Aqua, you gotta go in there and you gotta give them a big slice of just fucking humble pie, my friends. You gotta go in there. I'm about to bring out Alabama Ed. I'm about to bring out Alabama Ed, ladies and gentlemen, because this is not okay. Aqua, you gotta listen to me. All right, brother. All right, brother. Here's the thing, Aqua. Yeah. Aqua. Here's the thing, brother. You gotta go in there and show them what it's like, brother. You gotta show them what good acting is, brother. You gotta show them what true acting is, my brother. This is up to you to bring freedom to this show, to protect our girl, to show them what true love is. I'm fucking dying. I can't. So he does. It's demon time. Oh god. Was that so bad? It's time to show him some freedom, brother. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Well, welcome to the Oshinoko reaction. Oh man, but no, that hurts. That's literally, if that's what the producers or directors think of you, that's ooh. Ed, drink some water, please. I have some Gatorade. I picked the perfect time to pop in, apparently. Oh, well, come on in. Appreciate you being here today. I hope that you're doing well, practicing that self-care. At least Alabama Ed isn't trying to convince Aqua into keeping Hoshino bloodline pure this time. True. The redeem sounds are off at the moment while we watch the show until afterwards.
評価なんてされてねえじゃん。世の中そんなもんだぞ、有馬かな。適切な評価なんて与えられる方が稀だ。妻子も終わったし、目的は果たした。
Mission accomplished.
撮影再開します。
せっかくだからめちゃくちゃやって帰るか。
Here we go. Wait, no. Also, my dude's sword just turned black. It was white there. It was white there. Now he just went full dark mode. You gotta no. Don't leave me there. Ooh. Oh, he's going into serious mode. He put it into clutch, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Do I have stuff to say about this? Because now it's all about the expectations and the seriousness that comes through with something like this, right? I.e., there's more to go ahead and take in from an informational sentence like this. With Alabama Ed, he's going atomic. If someone hurts somebody that he cares about going into that mode, yeah, no, I would too. You hurt someone that I care about, I'm gonna go ahead and show this off, right? It goes black once he starts channeling his inner edgelord. Here's full lyrics. All right, hold on. because this is, in terms of concepts, we're showing that Aqua does care about people, right? But that doesn't mean that, like, emotionally he's reacting the same as others. And this is a key point I think a lot of people seem to, like, mix, is whenever I say a lack of remorse or a lack of empathy, I don't mean a complete, like, nullification of it. It means less than normal, or it can even mean a hyperfixation, which is, i.e., if someone says something rude about 5 gears, right? Someone says something rude about 5 gears, I'm going to destroy you. But if someone says something rude about my brother, I don't care. Someone says something rude about my mom, oof, you crossed the line. You crossed the line. You know, and there's a difference in it. By the way, the ending on YouTube has another scene in the beginning which isn't shown in the anime. Wait, what? Aqua is no Lelouch, unfortunately. He's mostly all creepy looks but no execution. My thing is, there's a lot in this to unpack, and I love seeing the development between, like, Aqua and Kana together. I think that's awesome. I think it's powerful that our girl and both of them have been able to go ahead and like show this character development, show their growth, show everything in terms of the way that they're starting to build up the propinquity. I am scared though that this is going to be a really, really fucked up scenario where she might start getting, like, falling for him hard, and then he might just start going hot and cold with her. Yeah, some of the scenes in the ED were cut in the episode, but YouTube has a version. We'll get into them right now, where he legit might start going hot and cold and leading her on, and then literally being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and film an amazing scene with Liliana. We're gonna go and do this," and then, like, she might be, like, heartbroken, and it's a back and forth scene because the film industry in general is very much like that. We're in theater world in general. I've had a lot of partners who we met through theater, amazing. And yet they were jealous because there's some scenes where you have to kiss your partner. Very normal. Happens a lot. There's some scenes where you have to pretend to do certain things, right? Very normal. It happens a lot. So that's sort of what I'm curious about, is how far will this dependency or this relationship between both of them go? Will it lead to a point where they actually might end up confessing feelings for one another? Or will it lead to a point where she's like, you know what? I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. I love you for who you are, but you need to stop. I have a weird feeling that, like, because of we're seeing her growth and whatnot, that might be something that comes into play. Rafe Dark, thanks so much for the follow. Shit, I've seen people catch feelings over a game of Monster Sinking Monster. Gotta head out and study, have fun. Thanks to John Breaker for even coming through. I appreciate it so much. With that being said, chat, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys this question. If you were in Aqua's position, would you have taken on this job? Would you have, or would you have just tried to stay friends with her at any point in time? Yes, you would have taken on the job. I would be in therapy. Both, yes. Yes, I would have. I'm shit at acting, so nope, yep. Dollar's dollar. I would probably have taken the job. Yeah, why not? Yes to both. I probably would have asked her to come with me and do, like, a group session of therapy or something and slowly get her into it, right? Because going, like, just saying, like, hey, you need to see a therapist is not, like, all of that, but just being like, hey, I'll join if you come to this group event with me. I sort of need a partner and help or whatever. Because they all need things too. They all need to work some things out. He lets into a circle. Yeah. But now, here's the thing, and this is something I guess I'll talk about when I come back. Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing? Are y'all doing okay? Because coming back, we'll analyze the opening and ending, and then we'll probably read the little story that it has attached to it, the 45510 story.